welcome back in another fucking week of Cold Media TV. Whoa, what up? How's everybody doing?
Let's go.
Buenas noches, buenas tardes.
Yo, buenas noches.
To the right of me, we got my co-host.
911. Shout out everybody checking out the last episode. That shit was cracking.
It was cracking. But today we have a special guest.
My
My
boy.
homie.
Hey, you see how we just locked in? We already know, huh? Like,
That's special.
hey, man. Hey, we matching today or what, dog?
Straight, hey, you already know, fool.
Look at that, got the SC, man.
It had to, mandatory.
South Central, bro, man.
Shout out to fucking RESOE, dog.
I'm grateful to be here, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
You've been
Show.
active fucking heavy the last year.
Yeah.
A lot of things you've done.
Last 10 years, huh? What you mean? Well, actually,
Let us know where you're from, güey. Let us know a little bit about you.
my real name's Mario Alberto.
Mario Alberto.
I was born in Mexico, raised in South Central LA.
What part of Mexico?
Durango.
Durango.
Yeah. La Cranes, homie.
Hell yeah.
What age you came over here?
Shit, my parents brought me here in '98, dog.
And how much it cost at that time?
You know what, dog?
With the per pound, fool?
5 finger discount,
pound
homie.
what?
It was 5 finger discount, homie. Hey, you know what? Like back then it was easier, dog. You know, we'll get into that whole topic, but back then it was way easier. You know, it was different.
Yeah.
You know, they I don't know if I should say it out on camera or whatever, but you know, I came under my will, whatever. But yeah, dog, I grew up in LA, homie, South Central
Hell
LA.
yeah. Shout out.
You know, I've been here my whole life, and shout out to everybody, you know, trying to do it. We're all united. The Raza, shout out to the Raza. But yeah, dog, like, shout out Prime.
Shit, shout out to you, fool.
South Central, you know, we met for a reason. Met him at Dirt Dog. Shout out,
Dirt Dog.
shout out to the
Dirt
homie
Dog.
Tim from Dirt Dog.
Shout out to Tim.
You know,
You'll be
shit,
there
that's-
this Friday, too, and doing a new episode.
Yeah, man. But yeah, bro, they brought me when I was a kid, dog. You know, and it's crazy, dog, because if you want to get really deep into it,
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Hey, let's did
dog,
you
like-
already have family here?
yeah,
Okay.
you know, most of us already. Well, we're spread. We're spread it out in Chicago, Texas, Arizona, Kansas, Philly. Like, yeah, dog, we're
Big
pretty
family.
big. Yeah, kind of big family. You know, come from the rancho, homie. So I come really from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like no ciudad pueblo, like it's rancho. Fucking, you know, it's crazy because like. Shit, my parents trip out. Like, I remember everything since I was 4 years old till now.
4 years old, damn.
Till now,
fool,
and my
that's
older
crazy.
sister's 1 year older than me.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn. So I remember my life, fool, living in Mexico.
Oh, you remember?
Yes.
Getting ass whooping by the
living
teacher.
in Mexico, no, trip out. I wasn't even in school. My sister was in kindergarten. And I remember I used to tell my mom, hoy voy a ir a la escuela.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to go because I was 4.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, yeah, I hoy quiero ir. And she'd be like, damn, this was like school. I was always in school, dog. That's why, you know, I fuck with USC. We'll get into that later. But I used to go to, when I was in Mexico, I used to be like, I want to go to school today, or today I don't. It was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But kids here.
What happened? What changed?
I still do what you mean. No, like kids here, homie.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, when you're a kid, you tell your mom, hey, mom, like, let me, I want to ride my bike today. You know, can I go get my bike out the garage? I was telling my mom, hey, I want to ride my donkey. I had a donkey, homie. All right,
Hey,
fool.
were you always close to, growing up, were you more of a mommy's kid or
Okay,
daddy's?
so-
No, let's get to the donkey first.
No,
bro.
no. I'll get back to that because you know what? Yeah, we'll get into that, fool.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
but,
we'll get to that.
So when I was so I used to tell my mom like, "Hey, tráigame la silla," like not like that, but I used to remember saying, "Bring me the
Yeah.
chair so I could ride my donkey." And fool, that was big. Trip out our culture, homie, a raza, and Latinos and anything, you know, because not just Mexico, Salvador,
Yeah,
Honduras.
for sure.
We have a beautiful culture, homie. Like we're fucking like we're in the islas, we're in the rancho survival mode,
Yeah,
homie.
bro.
We're like, man, like dog. I used to tell my mom, give me the chair, and I used to go and explore in the donkey to go get fucking wood to put fire, homie.
Crazy,
4
man.
years old, homie.
4 years old,
Instead of
fool.
like, the fucking car's gonna pass, or like on some like, you know, no disrespect, but it's like we was more like built like on like fucking chanclas
Yeah.
and like. Nigga, you get your shit fucking, yeah, I said nigga, you know, with South Central. I know people get weirded out.
Right?
Hey, it
Nah,
slips out. Look,
let's talk about that later.
Look, it slipped out, but I'm not ashamed of it. You know, the reason I said it was because the homies, you know, shout out to the homies from, you know, all the homies from 5-1, Hoovers, all the
Loki's a
homies.
Hoover.
You know, nah, but shout out to the
Fucking around.
blacks. Shout out to the blacks.
Shout out to the 50s.
They you know,
For
they
sure.
used to always tell me, nigga, so it became a habit. I don't say it as much anymore as I got older, but it slips out because it's in the culture, dog.
Growing up in South Central,
And they
bro.
used to tell me
For
that.
sure.
They used to tell me, what's up, my nigga Rezo? Like, that shit
Yeah.
just got in. As growing up, it's not an excuse. Now, fools just do it to like fools. I'm jumping all over, but a lot of fools, like, honestly, say dead homies, right? It's cool. Dog, that shit was like back in 05, 06. I stopped hearing that shit till again now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that was a shit, you know. Anyways, back to I was in
Shout out
Mexico.
to Break
Yeah.
Baby.
So you know when I was in Mexico,
Dead
dog,
homies.
like dead homie. When I was in Mexico, like yeah, dog, that was a shit. Like I used to tell my mom, let me get the chair, go ride the donkey, and explore, homie.
That's crazy,
And explore
bro.
and go out there. And
You were an
that
only
was
child?
that was my bicycle, fool. Like I trip out an animal, homie. Like it wasn't a bike of material. The fucking bike, you pedal it and ride it. No, I was fucking commanding an animal.
Yeah, fool.
What was
Go,
his name? What was
stop.
his name, fool?
El Carbonero.
Donkey or
Carbonero.
No,
That's
Carbonero. Trip out.
That's crazy.
So when I got over here, you know, my family cousins are over here. They siempre me echaban carrilla, like, hey, ¿qué onda con el Carbonero? You know, because
Who was the Mexican Shrek, homie?
I was like, my dad was shout out my dad, man. My dad was notorious for
Shout out to your dad.
for colgaderas, all the like fools that would like, you know, do that big shit.
Oh,
So
shit.
I was that son that was kind of like, oh, that's like, you know, I was a tagger, me graffiti, I'm a graffiti artist. And then I have a son, they're gonna look at him like, your dad was a shit.
Yeah.
So when I came over here, they used to clown me like, oh, hey, your dad was a beast. You like, oh yeah, this fool
That's dope.
had a fucking and then I used to ride horses, fool.
Damn, dog.
With the just a pelo. My cousins be like,
Yeah.
agárrate, cabrón. Oh, no, agárrate. So my cousin used to be like, get on the horse. And I used to fucking grab the horse's hair. I mean, just like,
low key Native American.
like, you know,
over
when you
here.
tell the horse to stop, you hit, like, yeah, it's crazy, fool, like, damn. So
It's real survival mode type.
It is,
exactly,
fool.
but see,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
culture was just that was the survival mode. So, anyways, dog, like, I remember just from being over there to coming over here, dog, and it hits me, dog, sometimes because it's like people like joke and all this Donald Trump, and you know they don't really know, homie, like that struggle, like me coming over there, over here, as a good heart, like I do a lot of shit for the community, dog. You know, I do a lot of philanthropy out here with the homies. He knows,
For
and
sure.
it's
Shout out to
crazy
Open.
because it's like this is not saying it's not my country. It's nobody's country. It's nobody's country. Why the fuck do you feel like it's your country? Why it became like that? Back in the day, homie, all this used to be Mexico. Look at all the streets, El Monte, La Puente. Like, oh, it was Mexico, homie. Like, so you know, shit happened, whatever. But what I'm trying to say,
I feel
is,
at home, for sure.
exactly.
No,
but
what
I'm-
people say is la tierra es de quien la trabaja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever works the
and I
land,
came
that's their
over
land.
here, dog, and you know, I really am living. I'm trying to live the American dream, and you know, I'm
You
just
are
out
living
here.
it. You are
I'm out
living
here
it, though.
paying taxes, doing God's work, and helping the community. I do more. I don't want to say it like that, but I see it. I do way more than fools that are actually born here. So it's like when fools speak up on this whole go back
Let's
to
get
Mexico,
into that. Let's
you
get
know?
into what you
Yeah.
do. So you started as a graffiti artist.
No, I
Let's-
started as an artist, trip out. So I was my dad again. Love my mom and my dad. Shout out my mom and dad.
Shout out.
Shout out.
My dad came here first, and he's a jardinero, you know.
Yeah.
So he was working, you know,
Shout out to all
making
the
honest,
jardineros,
yeah, making an honest living, and we didn't come till after he had to make money. And I remember, dog, when I was, I'll never forget. I go in the sala, and my mom's crying, fool, and dog, that shit hit me. I'm like, ¿Por qué está llorando? And she had the maletas, and it was just me and my older sister. Now I have two sisters, but it was just my older sister. I'm like, ¿Qué tiene? Oh, nada, mijo. And I was like, I felt weird, dog. So my life to this day, fool, has always been like, what's next? Like, I don't, like right now, this whole shit going on, like, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? But my whole life till now, fool, has always been a mystery, like, what's next? Because, so when I told her, ¿Qué pasó? She's like, oh, nada, mijo, like, we gotta move. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, los tenemos que ir a otro lugar. And I was like, I was 4 years old, dog. I was like, I just, you know, like, told her it's okay.
You're like, my donkey.
Yeah, so fucking, we went to all our family members, dog, like tios and tias, saying bye to everybody, dog. Like it was, to me, it was like, damn, like, it was scary, but it was like, what's going on? It was just going fast, dog. And I remember like going to my uncle's house and, you know, saying, oh, vas a ir allá al norte, you know? Sí, tío, yo le voy a comprar unas botas when I'm out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work. I'm gonna send you some boots. Like, you know, it's crazy, fool. I'm an innocent kid, dog, thinking all these things. So, you know, I remember like, yeah, just catching the bus from the rancho. Took us 2 days to get from the bus from the rancho to TJ.
Jeez.
And then we went to TJ. And yeah, dog, I remember my mom had a tendido for us in the bus. Like, we'll sleep on the on the, where you put your feet.
Yeah.
And then we got a TJ with my dad's sister, and we stayed there for a couple months till my dad raised money and got us together. And my mom had to cross the border, and me and my sister crossed through like the linea, you know.
Yeah.
And then yeah, dog, got over here. I didn't know English, you know. I didn't know English at all.
You were 4, right?
Yeah, I was 4. When I got here, boom, I turned 5. A few months, I turned 5. I live right there on Jefferson, right there in Jefferson in Normandy. You know, shout out
shit,
to
yeah,
Conejo,
yeah.
the Harpies area. That's where I first came right there. And I went to school right there for a fucking what's that shit called? Elementary Weeman, some shit like that on Normandy. And I didn't know English, fool. I learned English in first grade or first grade, I think, yeah. And I remember I used to get down with a lot of fools, dog, because of that shit, dog.
They were picking on you?
Yeah, fool, but I was like, fuck this, you know?
Well,
so,
why they're picking on you?
Well, yeah, because
You didn't
I
know
felt
fucking
different,
English,
homie.
yeah.
I always
Yeah.
felt different.
Did you
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
only
To
Spanish?
this day, I feel different, dog. Like, I do. To be honest, I feel different. I just
Yeah.
always felt like, you know, I'm not from here, whatever. Yeah, we used to get down. Anyway, so back to
Even at that young, you still feel like you're not from here?
I do and I don't.
That's trippy.
You know, because I feel like sometimes, like, it's just, I think it's in my head of knowing, like, all the shit I've seen. I mean, I'm a human being, dog. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm a human being. We're all the same. But I always felt, like, a little different just because people made me feel different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I just always felt like, I'm going to be honest, fools out here are bullies, dog. Fools out
Let's talk about it.
here. I mean, if you want, like, I'm with the business, right? But I just feel like I'm not an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not a scumbag. I'm not, like, a dick. But I felt like fools out here, like, just, like, you know, it's different. Not everybody.
No, but they're quick to isolate like the
Yeah, it's
misfits.
different, homie.
Was it racial or was it more brown on brown for you?
Nah, for me, it was just more, even the raza, like that, like, oh, you know, Spanish and, you know, like in English.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just try to remember, like, fuck that. Like,
Just
what?
let it go.
Like,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Spanish, like, what? And my mom, fool? Man, shout out my mom. She never,
Shout out your mom.
she never got mad at, because I used to tell her when I was a good kid, homie, coming from, she knew how I was. And I tell her, hey, me molestan, you know? And she'd just be like, oh, like, she'll feel bad. And I don't care, dog. Fucking take off on them. And I used to tell the teachers, like, hey, you know, this is what it is. And the teachers were cool with it, dog.
Yeah.
But still, they would still tell me, like, anyways. So going back to the drawing, my dad, when he was a jardinero, that's how he came over here, started doing that. He used to take me to work because he didn't want me in the streets, right? And I was like 6, 7 when he was taking me to take care of his machine. You know, they didn't want to jack. And I don't know if you folks remember those long gray papers, those old school long gray papers. Like, nobody ever really drew. Like, they would just leave them. This is a long one.
Yeah, though. Yeah.
It was like they felt like, fuck, you
From
go
school,
like
right?
that
From
with
school.
Seaway.
They were fucking red right away.
Yeah, and then I used to tell the teacher, hey, could I take some? Like, yeah, go for it. And then I used to fucking be in my dad's truck, fool, and just fucking start
shit.
doing, like, stick figures, fool, like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
drawing and bullshitting. And then my dad would be like, what the fuck? And he used to show his clients, you know. So I was drawing. I first started drawing, and then when I hit 10 years old, I got introduced to graffiti. I don't know if you fools remember, I used to dress, like, with South Pole, Echo.
Oh, I remember that
Oh,
era.
yeah, I was full my shit. I was baggy, dog. Like,
Shot jaw, rock away.
yeah, all that shit, fool.
yeah,
But
bro.
I knew about graffiti
Yeah.
because of the New York style and all that. But I didn't know so much about it till I had we used to live in the ADU, like in the garage. Homie.
Yeah.
You know, it was 5 of us. You know, I was a
Yeah.
Russell. And I remember the neighbor's friend came over, and it was only girls, my sisters and the neighbors. So a guy came over, a friend. He's like, let's go to the store. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. And then that fool just started mobbing on the floor. Fool, I was like 9, 10 years
shit.
old. And I felt like, damn, that's just cool. But I felt weird. Like, damn, what is this? And I was like, oh, that's Graff. And then after that, fool was just like, I got introduced to it. And then when I hit middle school, when I was in then I moved to South Central.
Mhm.
It was game changer.
It was.
South Central just like, it's an animal. You know, I went to Jarmere Middle School.
Shoo. Shout out
Jarmere
to
Middle School,
Jarmere.
dog, felt like fucking like you were in jail. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
fool.
say, bro.
fuck, that shit was like a pinta,
Yeah.
fool. I remember that shit. Like, once I went in
Fuck
there
yeah.
in 6th grade, we was tag banging. It wasn't even art. Like,
Yeah.
the drawing was,
Is it?
like, I always had it in me, but now we're tag banging. Now we're like taggers. Fool, I remember
All scribes on.
I remember the fools from Florence one time jumped over the gate, beat the shit out of some fools. I was like, damn, like, you know, it was like that. It was right there, Jarmere, and then I remember that some shit happened, fool, in jail with the blacks and browns. And I remember, like, I had a bunch of black homies, and I just remember, like, we had a meeting, and I looked at my homies, my black homies, and we just like, damn. When you went to your next class or you went to the restroom, the rules was like, it's on site.
On site, yeah.
And I was like, fool, I experienced that
and
shit.
it was
like,
normal, right?
yeah, but I experienced that, and I wasn't in jail,
Yep.
but it was like jail. Like,
Yep.
that shit came from jail to in there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I told the homie, like, Clarence, shout out the homie Clarence, he started the crew. And I was like, hey, dog, it is what it is. But low key, we like kind of like was just like, let's just stay out of each other's way. But it was on site for like a year and a half, dog.
Dang.
Yeah, for like, it was like fucking jail, dog. Like, the homies would be excited. Hey, let's go to the restroom. Let's go to the restroom.
It was.
All right, let's go. But we'll always be rolling 2-3 deep. We see another, like, boom. And then that's just stopped. It was dumb. Then once I hit high school.
But you were tagging already in middle school?
Yeah, so it was tag banging.
And you were under RESOE?
No, I was in, they call me Snoopy.
Snoopy.
Yeah, big head, homie. The homie called me so
Snoopy.
But it was a crew called Insane Thugs, IST, you know. And then I had a couple homies before they were 5-1 Troubles. Shout out to the homie Bobbies. Yeah, before they got put on and all that. Like, it was,
that's
it
crazy.
was,
Some
there was a
crazy
lot of
shit.
hoods in Jamir, dog.
Yeah,
a
for
lot,
sure.
like Bloods, Moonlight. It was 18
Moonlight,
Florence. It was a gang. Like,
damn.
that's where everybody just started, like. And yeah, fool. Once I hit high school,
Everybody's recruited at that time, right?
yeah, once I hit high school, it's different. Now it's like it went back to like how I wanted it to be in a way.
What high school did you go to?
Manual Arts.
Dang.
So I went to exactly. I went to Manual 9th and 10th, and then I went to Fremont 11th. Fremont's my home school.
Oh, okay.
That's my home. I went to Manual because back to USC.
Oh, yeah, you do live next to me.
No, but I was in a program.
Shit.
I got a scholarship to USC in middle school because of my math teacher. Yeah, she was like, hey, you need to go sign up. I was like, why? She's like, you're fucking smart. Because I remember, I will never forget, I was in class and she gave us a problem to solve. And I told her, nah, this is wrong. She's like, what do you mean? And she was like, yeah. And then I was always like that smart fool in the class. And she knew, like, you don't belong here. You need to be a magnet. And I was like, I don't know, you know? But I solved that problem, fool. And she was like, damn. And then I think she started doing it on purpose, giving me other stuff.
Harder shit?
Yeah, and she's like, you need to go to this teacher. He's starting a program called NAI, Neighborhood Academic Institute. So that started in like 06, 07. And it was a program, fool, that you would go to USC, take classes, English and math. And once you were finished high school, you go straight to USC, 4 years.
Sick.
And I blew it.
Damn. So you were going out of your way to go to Manual Arts even though
Yeah,
it's farther?
so what happened, you know, I was procrastinating, dog, as a youngster. You know, you get homework and you get tests. You're like, I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. That was me, dog. Like, I'll get home and be like, I'll study tomorrow. I'll get on my bike and go hang out with the homies. And I didn't think about it until later. I was like, fuck, dog. Like, damn, 4 years for USC, dog. That's big.
That is big.
But you know what? I'm happy now, though. So it's cool. It's not cool, but it's like, in a way, it is what it is. So yeah, when I hit high school, fool, back to the graffiti, like, yeah, I was like, fuck tag banging. I was like, man, I like graffiti. I like, because now it's like the letters, the piecing, the artwork.
bombing.
Now I brought back kind of my art into it. But then we started our own crew. Then fucking South Central is known for just hoods, right?
Yep.
So I got dragged back into the tag bang. So it was like, fuck, we're graffiti artists, dog, bombing at a young age, fool, bombing, tagging, and then boom, we started befriending with hoods. I'm not gonna say what hoods or whatever because I don't want to get into that. But I didn't want to get punked. I didn't want to get punked. I mean, and fools told me what's up, and then I was like, fuck, like I used to get down. And then I was like, this ain't for me, dog. Like, you know, I got this eye smaller. I got surgery. This eye, they opened this lip right here, dog. I was like always that fool, like, what's up? But then I was like, damn, they're gonna get me. I was one of the main fools, and I was like, that's what always happens. You're gonna get the main fool from the crew.
Of course, it has
And that's just to show you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm a real South Central graffiti artist.
Shoo.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting known, and then I'm an immigrant, so I was like, this is just like, I'm gonna get caught, and it's gonna fuck up my record. I started thinking like, hold on, I don't gotta prove to nobody. Fuck this, right? Because a lot of homies were getting known out there, but I was like, I was in the streets getting known, and I was like, fuck this. I dropped the crew. And ever since I dropped the crew, dog, like, I'll never forget 2012. Well, so from Manual 9th and 10th, I left because all the homies got kicked out. I went to Fremont. Fuck, fool. That shit was like a whole game changer because Manual Arts was active. Manual Arts, fool, the deans, dog, right there would be like, go get your fade in the restroom. And
Yeah, it was active.
they was with it. And we used to be like, all right, go, brrr, and whatever. Once I went to Fremont, I'm not saying Fremont's soft, but
No, it's just
Fremont
all-
was
it's all
just
raza.
more raza. It was more paisa.
it's
It was
only-
just a
and
bigger school.
And there's only one gang.
Exactly. So it was exactly. So Manual was small. So right there you ran into him. So I went to Fremont. You know, my homies got kicked out. I was like, you know, I like new. I was like, you know what? I want to go to Fremont. I told my mom, like, I want to go there. Fucking went to Fremont, dog, and it was just different. And the thing about Fremont, there was a lot of school mobbers. Them fools never tagged outside. So when I came in there like, I'm a tagger, homie. So I started tagging all the whole area of bombing. So these fools were like, damn, I want to be with you. Like, how could I get in your crew? And I was like, nah, it's not just like getting my crew. You got to like do this, and that, right? So I had Fremont popping. Like, I remember some fool slashed me, dog.
You still tagging Snoopy or?
Nah, hell no. I became. Hey, the homie remembers, dog. No, I became
Big Snoopy, homie.
I became RESOE in 2008-9.
Why?
It means I pray in Spanish, rezar, homie.
Oh shit.
You know, I was always pray, dog,
Yeah.
and you know, I was a
Catholic?
Yeah, I grew up Catholic.
You were still in manual when you got that name?
Yeah, 08-09. So I was in manual. I think from 08 or 9, I was a 9th grader. So I'm school to 2012. I'm 30. I'm gonna be 31 this year. So yeah, fool. I was
94,
RESOE since then. I've been RESOE since 2008-9, and I was in Fremont. And yeah, fool. I remember back to that. Like some fool slashed me, dog, and I was like,
What crew?
it was called. Started with a C. I remember it was with a C, and I was like, what the fuck? Why these fools are slashing? They just probably wanted to pick up fame and beef. And I remember the homegirl from Florence or somebody. No, it was a homie told me like, hey, it's them fools.
Oh shit.
And I was like, for real? Is that fool? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. And I just went up to that fool and socked him out.
Damn.
I asked him, I don't know. No, I asked him, where you from? It wasn't even like it was what you write or where you from, you know, what you write, homie. Like, bam. Socked them out, and the homies from Florence. I remember the homies Shorty and Black. You were like, hey, dog, you happy from the hood? You got to kick it with us, man. You with the business. You socked that fool like, hell yeah. But I already knew it. Like there was the homies, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna, like, hold on. Like, I still kick it, but they were just hyping me up. But I had to just like, oh, you slashing me, dog. Like, you don't even know me. And my mentality was like, fuck that, dog. Like, I'm new here.
Yeah, it was serious back then,
I was new here. I was like, I'm not going to do that whole talk, you know. I was just like, I had to confirm. I'm not just going to go. I'm like, where you from? Boom. And he didn't deny it. And, you know, I got my respects. And
like a real one, huh?
Yeah, I got my respects. And then there was another time, fool. Yeah. Another time, and some other fool slashed me. It's like, what's up with all these fools slashing? Like, they think it's funny or they think it's cool. You know, I was like, fuck that. I ain't going to be a bitch and put my name out there. And I was after school, dog. And then I remember I went up to him, too. I was like, what you write, dog? Boom, socked him in the mouth. He started bleeding. I remember my teacher became a dean. He's like, Mario. He's like, what are you doing? And I lied. I was like, he owed me money. I was like, you know, he's been dodging me. He's like, well, take that over there. And I remember we walked down the alley right down San Pedro, went to 78th Street.
Yeah.
78, and I told him, listen.
By the laundromat?
By the, it was a Times, I don't know what it was, 78 or 77. I was like, come on, fool. He's like, and then the gang unit pulled up. He's like, hey, fool, just get my number down. We'll set this
Just get my number.
So when he said that, I'm not a bully, homie. I was like, nah, you know what? I was like, it's cool, dog. But I talked to him like, hey, don't fucking slash me, dog. Fuck, you don't even know me. I might even be your homie. I might be cool with you, bro. Like, I might even teach you how to fucking get some, like, strike-ups, you know? And, yeah, fool, after high school, fool, fucking, I remember when I was in 12th grade, I got a job. I was 17.
Clean and green or what?
Fuck, fool, I was coming out of, I was a senior, fool, because, I was always on my shit. I was coming out of school, fool, at 9:30, 10. And I had a job, and I was going to screen printing.
Oh, shit.
So I was, like, into that whole, like, you know, screen printing. I was like, damn, this is sick. Like, art and all that.
That was 2012, fool?
2012.
I was at Fremont 2012.
Yeah, full 2012 RESOE, yeah. Fucking, I had a Monte Carlos. I bought a car, and yeah, I was like, damn, dog, I'm 17 with a job, high school, trying to figure it out, dog. And then yeah, fool, fucking, I wasn't in the program anymore.
Where were you doing the screen printing at?
Right there in Culver City. So when I went in there, I was doing the putting the image on the screen, and then they tried to raise me up to do the screen printing, like the printers, and I was like, nah, it's not worth it, because when you're a screen printer, fool, like you have to be responsible for all the shirts. So if you fuck up,
it's on you.
It's on you. So I had my little room in the back, fool, like dark room, and I would just put the image on the screens. I was like, I'm cool with that.
That's dope. Yeah, because you were 17, bro. Give me some
Yeah,
money.
I was like, that's all, like washing the screens. I was like, cool. But then, you know, I got comfortable. I saved up money, and then I just started my landscape business, because I was always doing shit with my dad, a gardener. But the difference between doing gardening, maintenance, and landscape is different. So I wanted to do landscape. I was like, that's where the money's at. So I saved my money, bro, bought a route, and fucking just kept going and kept leveling up. And then when I got out of the crew out of high school,
landscaping is more like design of the whole
yeah,
shit.
you're doing artificial, rocks, plants. So back to, like, I got out of the crew, dog, after high school. I was like, nah.
Now you got jumped out, fool. Nah,
the homies got butthurt, dog. Like, I told the homies, like, I'm gonna be honest, fool, they did some shit that I didn't like.
I'm gonna be honest, I did get jumped out.
No, like, they did some shit that I didn't like, and that was the cherry on top.
Yeah.
Because I was already, like,
that was it, yeah.
I was already, like, bang. Like, fool, I was banging, like, basically tag banging. I was out there active, and then I was like, and then when the homies did something, I was like, man, that was just a cherry on. Like, nah, I'm good. That's all I needed. Like, I'm good. Like, that just showed me. It's like growing up in the hood. You see your homies doing each other dirty, you're like,
Yep. I'm like, there's not the circle right here.
the
Yeah,
World
for
Cup.
sure. Fool.
And I was always the type of fool that was like, let's go to shows, let's go do this. I was art. I was still in the art. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I took a break. So I took a break. I stopped tagging for 1 year, dog, and a half. And shout out to the homie. I'll never forget the homie Zane. He still tags to this day. He's from our Side crew. He was like, hey, Rez, there's this wall we got. You should come hit up. It's legal. I was like, legal? Like I didn't know what the fuck that was. Yeah, you could, like, you have permission. Nobody's going to say anything. So I was like, all right, cool. And it was Father's Day, fool. And I went right there on Broadway and 67. That hood, it was like Carnales back in the day. I don't know.
East Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, Carnales, East Coast, yeah. And I did a RESOE. And I was like, damn, I took my time. And I was like, that shit inspired me, fool. I was like, damn, like, you could paint.
At what age were you?
18. 18, 19. I was like, dang, you could paint without getting in trouble. And that shit, I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, hell yeah. I was like,
yeah.
So I took my time, did my shit, and then after that, I did more walls, and then I did my first biggest mural when I did Crash Talk Schoolboy Q.
Hold on. Do people look down on you for that? Because you know how some graffiti writers like,
okay,
yo.
yeah, so we'll go back. So there's politics in graffiti.
Definitely politics.
Hey, a lot, homie. So like me, hell no. Homie, what did I just say? I was tag banging.
Yeah.
I started fucking middle school tagging and fucking mobbing shit, so nobody could tell me you doing legal walls. I think that the fools, the homies, only get on fools when you get a college degree, and then you just start doing mural walls, and you don't come from the graffiti scene. Okay. It gets weirded out for me, dog. I came from the fucking straight graffiti.
You came from the bottom, scribing the fucking
no,
windows.
I was not only graffiti, homie. I was going at it with fools, like
yeah.
So no, you can't tell me, and if you do, nobody has ever told me. Homies probably clown, oh, you do legal walls, but then they just playing, because I was really from 10 years old, 11 years old till I was 18, 19, active, fool, like. Mm-hmm. Tagging, getting down in bus stops where it was just that South Central
for sure
graffiti. Like,
especially
I
on
was
the bus
risking
stop.
my life, getting shot at, fucking running away, getting banged on. Like, I was really sure. It was not just like, oh yeah, you're a tagger. Nah, hell no, we had it bad, fool. Like,
and at the time, did you understand your DACA status and like
no
the risk?
No,
that's a bigger risk.
Yes and no.
He was an insane thug, fool.
Yes and no. I wasn't an insane thug. That was middle school. After that, I was like, I like art, bro, and I started maturing, and I was like, I think once I started hitting high school and I started seeing like more of understanding like the procedures, like I'm not born here, I shouldn't be doing this. What am I doing? I was just like,
like growing up, did you ever have that in your mind, like
yeah,
or maybe towards later on?
It didn't hit me till I knew I wasn't supposed, like, for me, my mom started like, hey, just no hagas eso because you're not from here, and then I just started thinking, oh shit,
yeah.
So I'm gonna say something, dog. Who knows how I would have been if I was born here? I would have probably got too comfortable. And I think because of that, I was kind of like...
It slowed you down?
It slowed me down. It's not that I'm saying... Look, I'm not a bad person.
No.
I'm saying...
We believe you, homie!
No, because in the system, it's a boy thing. It's like a man thing. Like it's like you're in a car club, right? You're dumb and young and you're in that. But I was never messing with no civilians, innocent people.
Never a tamalera lady.
Never.
Was jumping
I was never robbing, never mess. I hated bullies, dog.
Yeah.
I fucking beat up bullies. I remember because I was in Magnet, like I said, in middle school. I remember fools bullied the fool. I remember there was a time John Muir, and I was with them because I was half with the homies and half with the nerds, right? I don't know if it's the nerds with the kids, because nerds is a good thing, homie. Now fools think is not, hell no, you're a nerd, you're cool, homie.
You were jacking their money that way.
So the fools trying to punk these fools, and I was like, hey, dog,
you're protecting them.
Yeah, and I was like,
for
hey,
a fee.
I was like, hey, homie, we got some shit going on. Let's go get down with with what I said earlier. Let's go get down with the other homies. I mean, they're my homies too. The blacks are my homies, but I was like, let's go. This shit just popped off in the jail.
You sound like Lefty Gun played the blacks.
No, but those are my homies. Like, I was like, well, fuck, dude, you bullying a fucking nerd. Let's go, And
do you think that's from like when you were elementary, when you got bullied?
No, it wasn't. I never got bullied because I told you when I was maybe
it got picked on.
It was picked on, but I didn't get bullied because I didn't let myself. But it went back who I am. I didn't like that, dog. I never liked somebody just being mean to somebody else. Mm-hmm. It bothered me, dog. It's like, fool, like, we're humans, dog. Like, but it goes back to psychological thinking. Like, the reason fools are bullies, the reason why people are the way they are is because they have pain, they have hurt, they don't have love, and that's why they are the way. So I understand both sides. I still try to tell the bully, like, hey, dog, leave that fool alone. Let's go beat some other fools up. Why you leave? Like,
some active fools.
Yeah, exactly. Not even anything. Yeah. Just let's go. And then I hate fool because it would bring me back to my mom. Like, damn, how many moms fool send out their kids to school
Yeah, dog.
to be like, mijo, you know, they pray like come back safe, and then we're that fucking example to bully
sure.
another like, and I was like, nah. So hey, I remember the kids would go to me, hey Mario, you know, like thank you, and I was like, nah, don't worry. I was like, no, thank you, and then that shit hit me like, fuck, dog, like that meant a lot, you know, like. Pobres jefas, way. Pobres jefitas, fool, that will send these kids to school, and you got these other fools being a fucking
For
dick.
sure, dog.
And that shit just like it's just like.
But I think it's also part of just growing up, fool.
Yeah, fool.
All those memories, they make diamonds, dog.
Yeah.
Roughness makes diamonds.
Yeah, so that shit was never a thing. I mean, so anyway, so yeah, fool, fucking got out of high school, fucking went to college, and I dropped out of college. I was like, man, I could do this shit on my own.
What college you go to?
I was going to Santa Monica.
Shout out to Santa Monica.
Hey, fool, I fuck with Santa Monica.
I was there too.
You know,
I was there 3 years.
Yeah, so Santa Monica is small, but the cool thing about Santa Monica is a lot of race, like Indians,
Everybody's there.
whites.
And it's still hood that
so
way
look,
on the street.
So you know how like now, fool, everybody does like the interviews, right? I wish I had a homie that. Well, I did have a homie, but we never recorded it. That was a time when what's that shit called? Vines was going on.
Vines,
Vines.
yes.
Okay. So when I was going to fucking Santa Monica, I was like probably one of the ghettoest fools there, right? I mean,
Well, that's how I felt too when I went.
And I went to my homie Enoch. Enoch's a witness. I used to be like, hey, Enoch, because we had a gap time from class to another class. I'm like, hey, fool, let's just go walk around. All right. And fool, me, I talk to anybody, girls, guys, whatever, right? I'm like, hey, let's go fucking talk to these girls, like whatever. And that fool just be like, damn, fool, you have no filter. I'm like, yeah. So I was interviewing people without a camera.
Oh shit.
I used to just go up to like a table and be like, hey, what's up? Where you guys from? And like, hey, what do you guys? And then I was like, bro, like imagine I had a camera or somebody who could like, that was like the shit back in the day. Like that was like Vines going around, and then that shit stopped. And then it came back. It came back to blogging and all that. So yeah, fool, I was going to Santa Monica, and then I went to PCC. I took one class in Pasadena. And after that, I was just like, you know what? Like, fuck. I just saved up my money and focused on the landscape.
Were you still doing art during college or no?
Yeah, well, So I never took I took an art class as an elective, but I never took an art class to learn how to draw or do like graph. And yeah, I took mixed media, fool. They taught us how to do like, I did a spider with fucking wires. I did a can. I did a spray can out of clay, fool. Like you open that shit and it was a brush. It was like, that class was like, oh yeah, you're building dope shit, sculpture shit. But yeah, fool, I dropped out after PCC. I was like, you know what? I invested my money and I invested in the landscape. I did the landscape. Huh?
How many years?
2. It was like, but it was only 5 classes. And then I invested in the landscape, and then, you know, and then I kept, when I did Schoolboy Q, back to that.
What year was it? 2015, wait?
When I did Schoolboy Q, it was 2017, 18, fool. When I did Schoolboy Q, fool, I remember I did that shit, and a lot of fools like, hey, fool, you're doing all this, you're not getting paid, da-da-da. I'm like, cool, I don't care. I love this shit. I love that fool's album. Yeah. That's the homie from the hood. To me, it was like, it wasn't like cloud chasing. It was just like, I want to do it because nobody did it.
You got to put in your fucking
time. No, but nobody
you know?
did it. And I looked at it like, this is a way of me showing my artwork, and it's like a fucking billboard.
Dude, of course.
Fool, when I did that shit, like, whatever I spent on paint.
Classic.
Because they were,
classic like, fucking wall.
Shout out to the homie T2. He was like, he called Q. He's like, hey, because I asked him, I was like, hey, well, a lot of rappers probably don't want their shit in the hood or something, or I don't know how they feel. I was like, let's tell Q.
It's still there intact, fool.
Right? Yeah, so I told the homie T2, hey, hit up Q. Let's do a mural of, and Q was like, yeah, let's do it. What's up? How much I need? I was like, nah, like, you good. Like, let me buy the paint. I don't care. And whatever I spent, fool, you know how many people hit me up? Hey, how much you charge? Hey, how much you charge?
Exactly.
That shit fucking quadrupled like 8 times.
Nah, of course.
And then, you know, the fool shouted me out, the homie. And
that's why I'm cool with you.
Yeah, that fool shouted me out. And
you didn't the one that fuck RESOE, dog.
Yeah, like that was like back in the day, Oxymoron, like all that shit, like Traffic, TF. That's what Traffic and TF barely, like, you know, when they was doing, it was already on the music, but Q put them, like, when he did that song, that shit went hard. And yeah, I also did TF, Real Player in the Game. But it was like the era, fool, that I was like, damn, that shit. I felt so proud to do that wall. And I was like, that's just legendary classic wall. And then he just did his album, Blue Lips. Yeah. And I remember the homie shout out also did a collab with Load of Great. Load of Great told Q like, hey, what's up? Let's change it up. Let's do a Blue Lips. And I was right there with Q. He's like, nah, I like that Crash Talk. Leave it res.
It's classic. It's classic now, bro.
Yeah.
I stopped by so many times to take a picture right there.
You know, it's crazy, man. Shout out to Home Depot with all that fucking yellow paint, but I gotta go back. That shit's been there, what? 7-8 years, dog, and the yellow still looks good. But I want to go hit it again, yellow, you know,
Yeah.
a bright color. But yeah, dog, after that waffle, because like I told you, when I did the Father's Day reso, I did a few more, and then I did that one, and then that shit motivated me. Like, damn, there's money here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about the money, because once food started hitting me up, like, how much you charge? Like, oh, I'm getting paid now to do what I love, and I'm doing it as a hobby. And then after that, I kept doing that. And then I met another dude. Then I started doing basketball courts, and then that shit just fucking was a whole nother level.
Yep.
Now I'm traveling the country. You know, appreciate Project Backboard. That's a foundation. But before I jump into them, I met Tito, the Hood Santa. I met him through the Hood Santa because of Dirt Dog. Dirt Dog donates to Local Hearts Foundation.
Yes.
So I was doing a lot of philanthropy, dog, on my own. I didn't even know about philanthropy.
Yeah.
I was just doing like putting shit together. When I was doing murals, I was like, I want to put people together and bring people together. And I was finding my own resources like tacos and people, like how to bring people together without having no foundation, having nothing. And I was using my resources. Then I met Hood Santa, and Tito was like, bro, you're dope. Like, you got to be from Local Hearts. And then I started learning more about foundation. Like, oh shit, you don't need, like, I was using my own money and my own resources. So then when I went with him, it was like, oh shit, it's a game changer. Like, oh, there's grants, there's people that, like, you don't have to come out of pocket. And that's just to show you, I was doing it without even knowing what
exists and what's out there.
And I was just doing that out of my heart. Like, hey, I did this wall. Let's all, like, get together and give back. And his son had seen that, and he was like, damn, this fool is, like, fucking 20-something. And he's doing, because that reminded of him when he was starting.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I met Prime and a Dirt Dog compound, you know, through Tito. And then, yeah, bro. And then I started doing the Project Backboard Foundation. And then, yeah, I'm here now. It's dope. Yeah.
So maybe in the future.
Hey, the homie talks a lot, huh?
Nah,
interesting, dog.
we need all this.
The
homie,
homie compadre, homie.
Nah, we need all this information.
Yeah,
and
fool.
moving forward, do you want to start your own foundation?
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, I do. I actually do, you know, and going back to, like, no disrespect to a lot of podcasters, appreciate what you guys are doing, but, like, hey, man, like, let's talk about more, like, how we help each other, dog.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative shit. You know what?
It's cool. I get it. I
We
fuck
got
with
caught
it. It's
up on it a
funny.
little bit.
It's funny. I know there's drama and stuff, but, like,
There's numbers.
there's numbers. It's because it's entertainment, but I like, you know, we also
Too much of it, fool.
It
Too much
is,
of it.
but it's okay. But you know, it's entertainment. But let's piggyback off on each other, right? Like, I wish this was back in the day, because now everybody, fool, if you notice, like, a lot of like in school they didn't teach us about taxes and all these things, and now it's like, damn, I didn't even know about taxes and how to LLC and all these things. I was like, damn, I wish I knew about that, fool. So yeah, shout out. I do want to give a special shout out, because we're gonna get into that.
Yep.
What's going on right now with immigration? My lawyer, super_lawyer_mom, Francine. Man, she's amazing. Thank you so much, Francine.
That's super under dash lawyer under dash score mom.
Yeah, because
we'll put it in the screen right now.
Right now, dog, with everything that's going on, I'm from Mexico, and there's a lot of people, dog, that are scared, and a lot of lawyers have took advantage. Our own people have done that. And
let me ask you, for like, how did it feel for like you to see Donald Trump in office?
I was ready for it.
You knew, right?
He was already off. He was
you felt it, right? It's coming.
Right. Well, he was already in office, right? And that's just to show you, like, when he was in office, that fool didn't go as savage as this time. I think this is the thing where it comes back to, like, money ain't even it no more. He has so much money. It's power.
Powerful.
He wants to leave a recognition, like, I did this, and that, right? Look, homie, you voted for him, I guess, dog. Everybody's opinion. It's like, dog, you sit your ass down with another bunch of fucking cans, because I don't know if you fools know, Karens are the guys or the cans. Right?
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? So
that's crazy.
That's how I see it. There's Karens and then there's cans.
Cans.
Sit your ass down with a can.
Yeah.
Trying to be fit in. They're gonna look at you like fucking Mexican.
And how did it feel for your homies around you to vote for Trump?
Honestly,
because I know they did, right?
I'm gonna be honest. No, I started talking to like 3 homegirls. Straight up, I went off on them.
Damn.
Yeah,
like
I went off on them and just like you like.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
okay.
but I get it, for sure. It's personal, for sure.
Check it out. I'm come from Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hustle my whole way. I never needed a fucking other man handout to be where I'm at. So what's your excuse?
Yep.
You need another fucking man. Oh, the economy. Oh, now you care about other people. Now you care. Shut the hell up. That's an excuse. Like,
Yo, facts,
shut the
fool.
fuck up. Like, oh, you care about the economy? Oh, he's gonna make the economy
people
better.
are
Oh,
turning
you care
into
about? Oh, you
economists
care
all of
about
a
the
sudden.
people now? All of a
Since
sudden,
when?
like,
For sure.
oh, you need a hand. Oh shit. Like, okay, look, cool, but stop. You know what I mean? With all that, like, fuck. I mean, there's
Have
like,
they ruined friendships for you?
huh?
Has it ruined any friendships for you?
Not ruined. I just feel like as I find out, like I was just telling, shout out my homie Gin right here. He comes from France.
Shout out to friends.
You know, Gin is a really one of my good homies. He tattoos.
Oh,
and
fire.
I was telling him, and he agrees with me, bro. It's like, damn, fool, like you really like you're part of that. Like, I don't get it, but I see why. But it's like, damn, dog, like you're not even like you don't see what this was doing. Like, look, it was either him or Kamala, right? But at least like she's not fucking pushing that whole like division, homie. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But
fool.
you could understand why they didn't vote for her, right?
Yeah.
There was a mockery from them, man.
Yeah. So look, here's the thing. I get it, fool, but it's like, damn, dog. Like, history is repeating itself, homie. They're fucking doing camps and doing all these shit now. That was happening back in the day, fool. Like, homie, blacks, dog. They brought them like fucking dogs over here.
Mhm.
And what the fuck did they do to us, Raza? They fucking took out the whole half of U.S. This is all Mexico, dog, back in the day.
You know what I
Look at all
found
the
out?
streets, El Monte, La Puente, all these
Fool.
Los Angeles. Those are all names.
You know what I found out recently? That Native Americans were also slanging Mexicans back then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's great.
Where'd you find that out?
La Paleta Olvera. Like, there's a lot of history on that.
Well,
shit,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. Like that whole to me, it's just like that's cruelty. That's evil, right? Like, damn, I mean, like they've been doing this to a lot of race,
And for you, is it fucking with your mental way a little bit? Like,
you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest, dog. I'm happy, you know, in my life.
that's great.
You gotta find.
You gotta
your
keep
hap-
going, fool.
Here's the thing. I wake up every day, and
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people, we're focused on hustle and you know, money and trying to figure shit out. I laugh every day. You know, I figured out life a long time ago.
Well, you're living the dream that you talk
Yeah,
about.
like I could say like I did this, that, but it's not only that. Just like people don't realize how to be a human and be a community. Like right here, I just met you, right? And people like learn how to be a community.
Yeah.
Like how to like if I end up in Mexico, fool, fuck it. I know I'm gonna be over there for like I know already like all right, I'm gonna make friends. I'm gonna do this. Like it's
But you know what? Even like, but fool, Mexicans they're very tribal,
yeah.
right?
We're gonna make it out regardless, no matter
Yeah.
where we're at.
And here's the thing, like, you know, like I don't have kids, you know, I want kids, but you know, that's the thing, like it's different, you know, the dating scene is that's something we could get into later.
The
but
uncertainty,
I
bro,
don't have-
not knowing, bro.
Yeah, I don't have-
where
that's
you're gonna
true.
be at.
yeah,
true.
so it's like I wake up every day, I feel free, I feel like cool.
It's for sure, bro.
I got some money saved up and I told my mom, man, if anything happens, fuck it, we'll be good. We'll start a business in Mexico.
That's
Right?
that's the same
But
sentiment
I have
bro.
DACA, so
Me too.
I feel protected, but still shit could just go
All
sour.
those sentiments you have, bro, the same ones I feel every day, bro. It's like you just live another day, dog, and whatever
Right.
comes, dog. If you're gonna figure it out in Mexico, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I'm already 30 and I'm like, I lived a fucking dope childhood. I still got a lot ahead of me, but I was just like, fuck it is what it is, dog. Like, you know, like we Mexicans, homie, grab our balls.
And for you, Ed, did you have any friends around you that voted for Trump?
Not like friends that I know,
Yeah.
but like on Instagram, for just fucking follow
Look,
people.
here's the
Yeah.
thing too, fool. Like, cool, you voted for him, but when you're throwing it too much out there, like,
Yeah,
hey, fool, like,
that's
all right,
annoying,
now you're
fool.
looking, now,
That's
like, now
annoying,
you're
dog.
being a fucking bully. Now you're like, this fool
Exactly,
doing all this, and
dog,
you're like
for sure.
trying to be funny. Hey,
Super
dog, I
bully.
fucking like,
Yep.
was like, I let him have it, dog. I was like, hey, dog, don't hit me up no more.
Yeah, it's tough, fool.
You know, because they don't understand, dog. They don't grow up with that. They don't know the feeling, dog. Even if like they didn't understand your fucking ancestors,
parents,
dog.
your parents went through
Yeah,
that.
fool, like.
People are also like very selfish for long, like, oh, I made it, like fuck everybody else type of shit. too.
Exactly, dog. Like,
Just
even if
whack
I
as
was
fuck.
born here, I still feel bad. Like Tito the other day, the hood signer was like, "Hey, fool."
Don't tell me he's a Trumper way.
No, he
Because he is a big Christian, so I wouldn't put it
no,
past him.
he wasn't trying to get into politics until like he told me he's like, "Damn, the other day, fool, I pulled over to a family. They were selling flowers or whatever."
Yeah.
And now that shit, he told me that shit hit me. I'm like, yeah, no, that shit fucking.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, gracias, mijo, pero es que los andamos apurando porque no, tengo miedo de estar aquí afuera. And he was like, bro, that crushed me. Fool, 2 weeks ago, my mom was like, she cleans houses, like a lot of our moms, fool. And I told mom, don't work, I got it. But she still wants
They
to
still
like visit.
they
They
want
want to
to.
have
She
their own
told me,
life.
she
yeah.
told me, she's like, ay, mijo, like, I don't even know if to go to work, right? No sé si ir a trabajar. Ooh, that shit fucking hit me. I was like, damn, as a human, dog, she's trying to work and she don't even feel like how. She's like, yo nunca pensé que iba a pasar. Like it was just, it's quick. So when all these fools joke and do all this shit and share all this shit, Trump and all this, homie, man, I don't want to say it, but man, you fools, I don't know what the fuck's going on in your head, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, you know what?
you
I
know,
thought
like-
about you when all this shit, everything changed. That's why his friend sent you a message, hey, fool, like.
And you
keep
know
doing
what?
what
I
you're
get it,
doing.
homie. A lot of people spoke about like fools doing dumb shit in the streets, right? All right, yeah, it's wrong. Fools are mad. Fools are rages. But one thing we don't fucking do is go shoot schools, right? And another thing,
Facts,
homie,
for
another
sure.
thing too, people are just mad and angry, and I get it, right? People going through whatever. People are just tired of it, dog. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You're making us look bad. Yes. But a lot of shit happens, dog. We're not the only race that does dumb shit. Like, I just seen a video of the fucking...
But the main way is because we don't have leaders, too.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have leaders. Can you think of a leader, like, that you would say is for the community?
Right, like a
don't
big,
have
like
one.
like back in the day, like a big,
Like,
yeah,
so someone that's routing up
lead us
people
in
the
the
right
right
way, that's
direction.
giving
Yeah,
us
the
a,
right
You know
way.
what
a
I
game
did?
plan,
I
fool.
did. What I did see is
We don't see it.
Jimmy, you reposted his
Yeah,
thing.
but even him, like, he's
But you
not
need-
the leader
he's
that
not,
we need.
but I feel like there should be somebody big where they could teach us. Like,
Yeah, if we don't have one,
Yeah.
like the black community, they have a bunch of leaders.
yeah.
Tamika Mallory, all these the Justice League, and a lot of
And I
things.
feel
fool.
like all this shit is like on purpose. Like we go out there and then make ourselves look dumb, and then I'm just like, that's like I feel like it's all set up, dog, in a way. Like they
So we
want
can
us to
divide
do
each
that.
other?
Yeah,
Yeah, divide and
and
conquer.
from your way, like since you have
I
very
didn't go. I didn't even go full.
Yeah, I
I
didn't go
wanted
either,
to,
bro.
I wanted to, but I was like, damn, it's like I already done so much for the community, right? I giving back so much, but I don't want to go out there and then some bullshit happens and I'm in the whole mix up. You know, I support the fucking raza. I support everybody, but I was like, damn, like they could fucking probably snatch me up and take my shit. I don't know.
and also that you have very strong tie with the black community. How do they feel about your situation?
Man, shout
Because
out.
there's been a lot
course.
of like
No, well,
there's
look.
been a lot of people saying that
No,
that,
I got
that the black community is not standing up for us. So
Yeah.
that's
I could
that's
see
been
that.
like the
I could
message,
see
right?
that. I
But
could
what do
see
you
that.
think from
So
your perspective?
what I think, shit, the people I grew up with, shout
Mm-hmm.
out to my homies, they fucking love me. They invite me. I be like the only raza when I come around. Shout out Traffic. He calls me
Shout out
every day.
Traffic.
Shout out the homie Big Deal. 5 dudes. Shout out to all the fools.
That's a
Like,
big deal.
you know, C3, was a main head from IST, you know, middle school. So they got love for me, dog. You know, they got love for me. We grew, like, the thing about it is just like, goes back in the day where you're saying, like, we grew apart.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like, honestly, we Raza, dog, we help a lot. We're genuine. If they don't do it, majority of them, hey, dog, nobody told us to go help them. We did it out of our own
For sure.
will. So stop crying. I get it. But I get it, the rage. But it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because then it puts us in a map that we did it out of heart. And like when you do something, just do it. And I get it. It feels sucks. Like if I do something for you, you didn't do it back. All right, cool. Now I know. Don't fuck with you next. Then maybe next time don't go out and protest for Black Lives Matters.
Yeah.
Now you know, right? But
Yep.
I did it.
But
out
also, like, what I tell the homies, like, yo, but statistically, for the president, most Latinos voted that way.
And I honestly felt like I don't like.
So
a
they're
lot of
angry.
a lot of
fool.
Central Americans did. A lot of like even like Latino. But you know, it's funny. Like the other day, I was talking to the dude that I take to work. My Pancho. Shout out Pancho. He's my paisita that I love. That fucking.
My paisita.
He's my homie, dog.
Crazy.
I'm right here. I'm born and raised. That's what paisita. But I feel like,
Who do you think you are, fool?
well, I mean, you know, there's
fucking-
levels to it.
Nah,
but-
there's levels to it.
Hey, homie, hell no. The homie upgraded now. No. But I mean, if you saw me, I could say I'm Paisa and I grew up, but you know, I'm also like it gets weird. But I don't think you would see me like, oh, Paisita Rezo, right? Like that fool's like fucking Oaxaca, my boy. But
Colorism, then.
no, but he said this other day, and I was like, it's true. He's like, there was this lady that voted for Trump, and she's like, oh, like she was crying, like I regret it. I was like, yeah, it's like you thought like that fool fucking gave a fuck, like.
No, well, he told everybody what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dog. Like,
It was no
think
surprise.
about your parents. Think about your families. Like, right now, fool, and it's crazy because I get the vibe like you could feel the world just being like negative.
Yeah, you can see it.
I could feel it. It's crazy. We're in
At
January.
stores, you could see
We're
that
in
fucking-
February,
Fuck
fool,
yeah,
and
bro.
you
Just
just
see that
like a
Target?
long-ass
you don't know
year.
what's gonna happen next, fool.
Yeah.
Like,
Fool.
what's next? Like, I told this to Tito the other day. I was like, fool, I remember from 2012, 2013, The world was normal. No, like 2010, 28. Fool, after that, boom, fucking technology, and then things are just moving fast.
So
right
you're
now,
definitely an Obama fan then.
fool.
You.
Shit. Well, I mean, he gave me.
I mean, he
DACA.
gave me Obamacare.
No, look, but you know what? I heard he deported more Mexicans,
Yeah,
right?
for
I
sure.
think criminal ones, right?
But you see, that's the
Criminal?
thing. Like with I get it, criminals. But this was trying to just like he was trying to take birth certificates. He's trying to take like okay, now you're like fuck. Hold on.
Did you hear that they're gonna allow migrants from South Africa, the white ones?
Oh no shit!
They're
No,
gonna
I
allow
didn't
them
hear
to
that.
come
What the
over
fuck?
here. Yeah.
Yeah, so Obama, yeah, he gave me DACA.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to him, I had a social, and I was able to work and do the right way.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, like so it's like
Which is a big gift. Let's always give Obama the credit for that, because for that reason we have a lot of teachers.
Whoa,
we
yeah,
have
so many people in professional fields,
and that's
bro.
the thing.
Professional
Like, fool,
fields.
like I've been paying taxes since 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like eight. That's 50. Yeah, that's a gang.
You can tell you're not good at math. You
No,
lied.
no,
You lied, homie.
We don't do public math.
nah, that's like 13, 14 years. Like,
Yeah.
it was a long time. So I don't know. If I just like, I'm paying taxes, dog. I'm doing stuff like give it like there should be like what's his name that president that gave them amnesty in '98. What's his name?
Reagan.
Yeah,
Was it Reagan?
88.
You know, and exactly like do it for the people that has been here and putting in
Yeah,
work.
people that are putting in that work. That's my only issue for that. That's why I'm not anti-Venezuelan. I'm not, but
bring
I
it
just
up
feel
every
like
podcast.
I do bring it out every podcast because I'm dealing with some motherfuckers right now. Actually, I just feel like there's a lot of people that have been building this country
Right.
that are getting left behind.
Right.
Like a lot of immigrants, like a lot of DACA recipients, and
Right.
like where's their like opportunity? You know?
And then was going through my mind right now as you're talking. I started like when I was younger, I was like, damn, I'm like a hypocrite because I was tagging and doing all this, and I'm an
He is a
immigrant,
crip.
and then and then I'm speaking up on this, but then I'm like, nah, I was young, right?
You
It's not.
acknowledge
I
it.
don't want to say an excuse, but I was like, you know what? I was mixed in the whole. I love art, and art dragged me, and I was like mixed in the whole thing.
But it's part of the youth way to fuck up. fool.
Yeah. So, but no. Then I told myself, I talked to God. I was like, you know what? No. Everything that I vandalized and tagged or whatever, what I'm doing now, all these years, I gave it back. Like all the stuff I've done out of my own time, money, and people. And I was like, I didn't do it because of that. And then I was like, wait, I did it out of my heart. Like I feel like I kind of gave back already for every, you know. When I was tagging, I wasn't tagging on houses, tagging on businesses. Like fuck, like.
I was tagging on the fucking liquor
Nah,
store.
but it was getting buffed out. But I was like, that's why I stopped tagging too, because I had a conscience. I was like, nah, I feel guilty too. You know, I was like, I want to do. Now I do artwork and inspire kids and show kids. That's just the part of
And
the
you do
graffiti
it, fool.
game, dog. You
That's
know?
giving back to
I
them.
gave back. I'm doing basketball courts for public parks across the country, and I'm like, you know what?
Let us know
But
some-
I had a conscience, dog. Like, damn, like it kicked. Like at a young age, when you have a conscience at a young age, though, that's when you know like you're a good person or not. Because a lot of conscience kicks in, fool. Like when you're fucking already in jail, and oh shit, it kicked in that late. Like, come on. What are you gonna say? Sorry. Talk
like,
about
even like the basketball course. What was the biggest like celebrities you work with and organizations?
Well, we did a court. I mean, we did a court, and we did a lot of shit in the East Coast. We did a court with Lacoste with Venus Williams,
Shit, fire.
Lacoste, and then we did one with LeBron James. Donated 5-star right there in Harlem. We did one with Zendaya from Spider-Man and Tom Holland.
Seen that doing that.
And in the Bay, you know, in Oakland. She's dope, bro. I don't even curse that much, but it comes out. But
I do say the N-word.
Zendaya, I've only said it one time and slipped out. It's okay. Zendaya, bro, she donated at like 70K or 80K, but it was like 2 cords, a van, the Hoobas, like it was like big, but you know, she's dope, bro. Like Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I was right there with him like this, hanging out, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like coming from Mexico to doing a chord with
Fire,
these big
fool.
celebrities,
Hell
like
yeah.
holy damn, like, you know. And then we did a chord in Maryland. Shout out the Pumas. Jay-Z's best friend, like he donated that. He was in jail, remember? His best friend.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Biggs, right?
Yeah. We did time for him.
That's Maul's brother,
Big
right?
Small's brother.
Fuck Maul. Fuck you, nigga.
So then we do a lot of chords for like a lot of big brands, Lunchables, Nikes,
Yeah.
big brands, bro, and talk community parks. So it's like, damn, bro, like I'm doing all these things for. It's not just a basketball court, bro. When we go out, here's the way I see it. I was like, damn, like when we go out there and do a court,
So many kids just fucking use that
we
shit,
stay out
fool.
there and we stay like a week or two, right?
Yeah.
I think about it like this. when I'm painting the court, I see all these little kids and people coming. Oh, you're doing a new court? Hey, like we're that new neighbor in the block. Think about it. Like we come in a neighborhood, we're the new neighbor, and then we're never gonna see you again. I mean, I want to, might come back, but I might never see you again. And I remember those faces of neighbors, like, oh, every day the progress.
Well, but you also make an impression on people, though.
Yeah, they're starting to see the progress, impression. Like, oh damn, like, oh now I got the color, now I got the base color.
Yeah.
Like, and then I start thinking, like, damn, bro, like they like us, like right, and then I'm never gonna see them again. And then I remember when I was in Detroit, when I was doing the basketball court in Detroit. I've been in Detroit twice. It was Halloween time, and you know me, I'm silly and goofy. And I was like, man, I want to dress up for Halloween. And I was like, I want to be like, man, I'm gonna dress up like Mario. My name's Mario. I was like, everybody likes Mario.
Easy.
You know, and I dressed up like Mario, did a funny video, and bro, all the kids, Mario, they did it. And I bought a gang of candies like out of my own, and just you know, I was like, make it fun, bro, like. You know,
or you just put on a red shirt, huh? That's it.
Nah, I got it at Party City, dog. They got the whole
Like, what would you tell a kid right now, bro, that's doing like tagging and wants to like explore further, bro?
Tagging, if you're doing tagging, dog, it's fun, right? It's fun. I'm gonna be honest, save your time. You know? Save your time, dog, because I mean, I don't take it back and saying I regret it, but it is time and stuff, and just be careful, because look, I almost lost my eye. I got like the report on the hospital says 17-year-old could have lost his eyesight or been blurred. Like, dog, I was really like, damn, like about it, you know, Graffiti. Like, I would have lost his eye. This lived, they busted it open. This is a crazy story. I don't even know if I should talk about it. When I went in the hospital and came out, like, got surgery and left, like, you know, did the whole, like, I didn't have insurance.
Let me run out here real quick.
And so like, to save your time, but love it, keep doing it. Don't who cares if other dudes tell you, oh, you're not a real graffiti artist, who cares, bro? Well, it's your life, dog. It's your life. Also, like, they're not gonna pay your bills, and you know, it's your life, dog. Whatever makes you happy. There's money you can make tattooing, walls, basket, like, you know. But if you love graffiti, dog, there's other ways to make money. I'm just trying to, like, graffiti. Like, they've asked me before between what's versus graffiti and art. It's way different. Graffiti's ruthless. Vicious.
Yeah, it is.
Artwork is like anybody could be an artist, and you see the difference when I talk to fools that are graffiti, fucking pride, ego, trying to be cool. Like, it's different. Artists, like, there's still artists that have big ego, but there's artists that are like genuine, like, hey, you know, like actual, and like, so if you're doing graffiti, dog, just, you know, just stop. You don't gotta prove yourself. You know, I felt like I had to prove myself because I was just the way I had to grow up in South Central, but save your time, dog. You know what I mean? And
even like traveling, you've been traveling throughout the states.
Yeah, back to back.
Like, what has that taught you? Like,
man, it's crazy.
And how does that feel for you?
Big.
Being a little chubby RESOE in Mexico now to doing it up now.
Chubby before.
Went from donkey to the plane.
No, you went from Snoopy to RESOE.
I got chubby after high school, dog. I started eating good. No more beans, homie.
Hey, but how was that though? That transition for you're flying now.
Well, because now you're meeting people. Okay, now you're thinking like, oh shit, it's just not the hood now.
Yeah.
Now you're looking. I mean, I want to travel out the country. Once that happens, I'm an international artist now. But like leaving the hood, leaving LA, and meeting other like vibes.
That's a big deal in itself.
Like, oh shit! And then me being the way I am, man, I made a gang of homies in the East Coast.
I love the East Coast.
And I love the fact that it was like always like a West Coast, East Coast, right? And then I'm always pushing black and brown.
Low key, they're fans, right? The East Coast fools.
There we go. So look,
they're fans of West Coast.
When I went to New Haven, Connecticut, I had, man, on purpose, I wear my South Central LA hat.
Set tripping.
Nah, just because here's the thing, anybody could wear LA, and I noticed that everybody wears LA. Everybody wears LA in the East Coast. But when you have South Central, you know that's really LA.
Mm-hmm.
So to a lot of you guys, you know, I like Prime the way that he breaks it down. Look, dog, I was born in Mexico. We are the culture, right? I was born in Mexico, but I was raised in South Central LA. South Central LA to me is the real LA. That's the culture, right? When you go to anywhere else and you tell them, "Oh, I'm from this city," where's that at? And it's LA County. When you say LA, everybody knows LA. When you say South Central, everybody knows. Yeah. But when you say such city to such city, they're like, "Where is that?" And it's like
Temecula,
right? Like,
Temecula. Shout out to Temecula.
So to me, it's like I took South Central, right? Because I'm South Central.
Yeah.
And I was in New Haven, Connecticut, and I remember I was doing a mural. We were doing the basketball court, and I did a mural out of my own heart. Like, I wanted to do a mural. Dude, all the blacks right there, the homies were like, "Oh, you from South Central?" And then they see me talk and we're like, man, hell yeah, you from the West Coast and you're doing the court.
You're from the real West Coast,
You're from
right?
the West Coast, you're doing the court and you're doing the wall. Like, you, like, what? Like, they're looking like, you're not even from over here. You're doing all this. Like, they're like,
That's dope.
and then they seen the lingo and the way I talk. They were like, man, I have a video on Instagram. We'll share it, but it was dope. And I remember before that, when I went to Home Depot to get some paint, I had the South Central, and I remember there was the dude at the paint, like, he was like, you really from LA? I was like, what you mean? He's like, well, because, you know, there's a lot of cats out here that wear LA hat, and they say they're from LA. And then I started talking more, and he's like, oh, yeah, you are from LA.
They're from Riverside. Shout out to Riverside.
No. No, what he meant, there's a lot of fools in the East Coast that wear LA, but they're not LA. They claim, or fools like, say like, another state that's
a lot of people think that if you're in Riverside, that's already LA for them.
Yeah.
Coming from the East Coast.
For that guy in the Home Depot, what he was trying to say is like, say like Washington or New Jersey, they wear LA. That what he was trying to say is a lot of fools try to act like they're from LA.
Yeah.
So when he see me talk, he's like, oh yeah, you really are from LA. I'm like, yeah, I'm from South Central. He's like, oh yeah, you are. Like, and I was like, when I asked him, why do you say that? He's like, oh, because there's a lot of cats out here that wear LA, but they're not LA. And I'm like, you know, but I always still say like, yeah, I'm born in Mexico and raised in South Central LA. Yeah. And that's just the way.
Well, then that is your home then. Like, talking about, I don't know how you don't feel like that's your home.
It is.
It is your home.
South Central LA, and you know, I'm from Mexico. I come from Mexico, but South Central LA is where I grew up at. That's the roots, you know. That's where, like, what made me who I am, I guess. It's who I am. You know, this is who I am. I'm here with you. I know you're big on South Central, and I appreciate that.
Have to, fool.
Shout out to the homie Shooter Rig. You know,
shout out to Shooter Rig.
All the
shout
homies,
out to Baldacci.
You know, the homie Scheme.
Shout out to Peso.
Double West.
Shout out to Scheme.
All the homies from South Central. You know, like,
shout out to Rich Rabbit.
Yeah,
shout out to
that's the homie right there too. He supports a lot.
Sonny. Shout out to Sonny though. Sonny.
Yeah, dog, and that was one thing that I was gonna tell you. Like, man.
I just had a tumor over here the other day.
Oh, from TKO?
Yeah, phone.
I remember him when I was a kid.
I'm gonna interview that for next.
That fool had like a movie or some shit, no? Like back in the day.
That fool has crazy stories about Usher. That fool has some wild stories.
Well, imagine he was like, because he was.
Well, he is the guy.
He did some shit with Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious. He got like, he did some.
He did the LA mural with cartoon, the classic one.
Yeah.
You know, he got paid. Like if somebody films your mural on like in a film, you have to pay.
That's
you.
why now. That's why now. I didn't know that. That's why now films will cover your shit. Huh?
They do film.
Yeah, they caught on to it.
That's crazy.
And like even moving forward, what do you wanna like?
What's next?
Like, how do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Oh man, I'm trying to open up a business, another business. I still love the landscape and still. Right now, I'm going to school.
You've been acting.
Yeah.
You've been doing plays.
Yeah, I've been doing acting. I've been doing theater. For I'm gonna be honest.
Talk about that, fool.
Yeah. Shout out to From the Streets to the Set. You know, we got into acting. I got Jay into that. You know?
Jay Solano. Shout out to Jay Solano.
Shout out Jay. It's crazy because I never thought I was.
You shot a movie right recently in Frisco. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I was an extra. You know, I was an extra, but I was out there. I experienced it, and it's coming out. You know, shout out to Four Ways. They.
Shout out to Four Ways. Shout out to Davey,
Alex, all the J. But yeah, bro, it was crazy. It was dope. I went up there and we did a movie with Burner. And you know, it's crazy because I started thinking like, damn, who's gonna start talking about it? Because you know, it was.
You definitely rated the craft tables, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not politicking, but I'm like, hey, homie, I'm like, fuck, hold on. Oh shit, it's north and south, and I was like, oh fuck, like.
Let's talk about that. Fool. Talk about that.
Yeah, hey, but I don't know nothing about like whole.
Let me ask you that question. How is it for you being a Southern Mexican going up north?
I'm not. See, that's the.
But just being from LA just puts you in that.
I didn't even know about like as I got older, I started learning like Northerner and Southerners. Yeah. I always did.
I heard you were shook up there.
What do you mean?
They were pressing you out there, nah.
I'm gonna tell you a story that really happened.
Go for it, fool.
All right, so I remember. It was me and Jay. You know, me and Jay were like, Jay looks banged out.
Jay is definitely banged out.
I look banged out too next to him, right? So we're out there.
So.
I'll tell you the real serious, because this really happened. And shout out Bernice.
Shout out to Bernice.
Yeah,
shout out to Bernice.
So he's upstairs. We're at a strip club scene, right? That guy Tone wasn't that rapper guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I didn't know who he was. I don't know nothing. He was there. The other guy, Toes, he was there. Mine to me, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. I just go there because you know it's acting, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I remember that fool fucking Jake's like, hey, Dick. He's like, fool, some shit happened right now. I'm like, what? He's like, fuck. He's like, this black girl came and she's like, hey, you're from LA. You can't be right here. We don't want problems. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, you're from LA. And then he's like, what? So they put Jay in another room.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because she was paranoid. And then
that was intimidating, right?
Yeah,
that was like 7 feet.
And then I remember Jay like told Bernice, and Bernice like told her like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, they're my talent. Like, we're up here. My son's from 18. He's right here. Like, she just got, I don't know how she knew. She gets out there, like, people know about, like, the whole politics.
Yeah.
And I was like, you good? He's like, nah, yeah, we're good. And then, but they got scared for, like, a Jay, like, that girl or whatever. But everybody was cool, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody was cool. Nobody tripped. I mean, and then I started putting one and one together, like, holy shit. Oh, yeah, we are.
You're like American me, started kicking in.
And I was like, because I wasn't,
you were like,
I let that, like, fool, I was like.
Of course, that world's non-existent out here.
It's not,
like, in LA, in the streets, we don't talk about that.
No, I mean, I knew about it, but I wasn't gangbanging.
But it's not existent out here, fool.
Right?
Realistically.
Like, to me, I was
there's no norteño out here.
But I did say this. I mean, I was like, shit.
You were like Hoover Crip.
Nah. I was like, I made sure Jay was good. I told him, hey, fool, like, I got your back.
Yeah.
Right? And he was like, nah, but nothing happened, dog. So it was like, Jay knows what's up.
And I think also OGs, they move with more respect too.
Yeah, but me and Jay have like a really thing where like, I have that, I think I always had the old soul. And I feel like he trusts me. But it was just like, I told him, like, hey, dog, I got your back, fool, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm not going to let you, like, nothing's going to happen to you. But I knew nothing was going to happen.
Nah,
I would have felt the vibe in the beginning.
On,
but it was just funny. Like, I had to tell the story now that you brought it up. I was like, yeah, fool. But then I started thinking, like, fuck, once the movie comes out, like, a lot of people are going to, like, start being, oh, what's up with this? Right? And I think that's what's going to happen, in my opinion.
Hopefully not.
Right? I mean, it's just.
At the end of the day, it's just work, fool.
It is
right?
work. But hold on.
But hold on.
It is work, but I'm not a sellout.
What does that mean?
If I have history and stuff, like back to going to say, damn, now I got into like a whole deep thing because it's going
I'm
back.
I'm gonna clip this right here.
It's okay if you want to, but but like,
my bad.
It's not a sellout. It's like, damn, if that is a bad word, don't then clip it, whatever. But I'm saying I don't need, like, back to what I'm saying about a president. I don't need another man to make money, right? In a way of like, it gets tricky, bro, because I don't want to say a sellout.
No, you're just being professional, fool, basically.
Yeah, like
a grown-ass person, basically.
Yeah, but if you got history and all these things, it's weird.
But you don't bring the streets into the corporate world, fool.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah. So yeah, so I don't know how it works. So.
Yeah. You gotta separate those two things. Clip it. RESOE is a straight fucking homie.
Nah. I don't care. The whole thing. I mean, I don't want to say sell out. My whole thing is I don't know how it works, but it's like if there's a lot of things happen, like say shit happen to you, dog, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, I'll find another way to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak
Depend on it.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, like.
Why is the movie heavy on that?
No, I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about in general. Like I don't know how it works, like with the politics. Like
I don't know that.
If people get mad because you go on this side and that, and it's like, well, yeah, there's fucking history of shit happening, right? So it's like, fuck. I wouldn't even like enter that world. Like, oh shit. That's why when I was out there, I was like, Jay, I'm glad I'm an extra. Hopefully I don't even come out, huh?
Hopefully I don't even come out. I don't want to get.
Oh shit, hold on. Not the homies are gonna be like, what the fuck you doing?
Damn. But what in the movie they're pushing that storyline?
No, they're pushing the
bippers, right?
I can't tell you nothing.
They're pushing the
Bay lifestyle.
The Bay Area when they're
it's like
breaking windows.
Yeah, BIM. Yeah. It's like South Central.
Shout out to Four Ways.
Yeah, it's like what we're known for. South Central, we're known for cultural orators. Like the shit that would happen in South Central is like kind of like that. Like, you know, the Bay. I didn't even know about the Bay like that. I'm like, damn, the Bay's popping.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot they do. Yeah,
yeah.
It's grimy out there though.
It is grimy out there.
Yeah, sure. I didn't even know there was process. I'm like, damn, I'm in Figueroa because I grew up by Figueroa.
Yeah,
you know, I'm
you were their mission, or you were their mission.
She did. This one, like today again, it's like we was like.
Well, that's the main street, right? All the ghetto shit.
So like my homie Buster, shout out my homie Buster from Mexico. He's a badass tattoo artist.
Let's not confuse that with another term.
He's all like, hey, wait. He's like, he tripped out when he seen Figueroa. A lot of people trip out on Figueroa, fool, because like, fool, I was a little kid growing up.
Yeah, you see
that's just down the street from me.
You see that shit.
I'm on Hoover and Figueroa is the next street. So I remember.
You were right there being a perv, huh, low key?
No, let's speak on Figueroa.
Let's speak on Figueroa, phone.
Figueroa whole stroke.
Shoo.
So Figueroa, dog, when I was a kid and I first started seeing, I was like,
when I was a kid,
yeah, I was like, damn, like that's like weird, right? Like intimate, like what the fuck, like you start thinking as a kid, like, oh yeah, there's some weird shit.
There's some weird shit going on,
and then
in this motel.
And as you get older, I was like, damn. I'm not saying like I'm not dumb and I'm not gonna lie here. I'm like, oh shit, they got better.
They did.
They did get better. You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna just go and get them, but I'm like, and then
They did get better. He said.
Well, it started being like the out of towners, bro.
Yeah, out of towners.
Out of towners.
Homie knows.
So the
homie
homie,
knows.
you know,
I used to ride my donkey over there.
The donkey.
I used to ride my donkey over there too.
So like, the homies are fools, dog. I'm a fool too. We go over there. We're like,
You were low key a pimp, low key, huh?
nah. I'm a Cupid Rezo. I do it the
I'm a
legal
Cupid
way.
Rezo.
So I connect people. If you guys don't know, if you guys looking for love, let me know. I got
Hey,
you
hey,
guys.
bring that up, fool. Hey, you've been working a lot with Jose Luis in the Sura, right?
Yeah, I just seen him. Tempo had a big opening at Geisha.
Oh,
I just seen
yeah.
him last week. Yeah. So, but let me talk about Figure a little bit. So me and my homies
bring it
go
back
there,
to the
bullshit.
hoes.
Like we go there, bullshit, and then the homies like, hey, where you got? Because we know, dog. We never seen these girls. They're like upgraded, and then
Is that where you lost your virginity, with? On the blade?
Oh, you want to know how I lost my virginity?
Let's get into it, bro.
I lost my
Under
virginity.
the Motel 77.
You know how I lost my virginity? The P line, homie.
The
I don't know nothing about that, dog.
shit.
You want to bring it old school?
You were set tripping on
Hey,
that
we're
shit. Huh?
jumping up.
That's
Fig,
crazy.
Cupid, P line. So look, we asked them like the homie asked them like, "Where you guys from?" And yeah, out of towners.
On Fig.
And the homie
You're
wanted,
talking about on Fig,
but I
right?
already knew that because you know the homies run that whatever. So then
Allegedly.
So then we go back to Jose Luis. Yeah, Jose Luis. Shout out Jose Luis, man. That's a living legend, bro. And I trip out because when I'm hanging out, we're humans, right? Like you're a celebrity, but then I'm like, then they were humans, but I'm like, damn. When I was a kid, when I was like 7 or 8 years old, I used to go in my cousin's room. Like I grew up with paisas. There was a gang of us in the house, and they fucking would put Jose Luis.
Jose
Shit
Luis.
playing in the back.
For sure.
Tranquilos, and
Yeah.
it's crazy because he did a show recently in Laugh Factory. He did 3 shows, and I was
He's a comedian now, right?
yeah.
Crazy.
So I went up. So
Fire.
the way he did it is he opens up his show and he does stand up comedy. And I always say this: Spanish stand up comedy is way funnier than English,
Yeah, for
dog,
sure.
because you know the words are. So he opens it up as being a fool, clowning. He put me on the spot in front of everybody, like being funny. Oh, este cabrón, es cholo agua, like, you know, being funny, whatever. And then he opens up to doing like his scene, like somebody cheated on
Like
somebody.
the live
whatever.
shit. Like,
And then I was part of that shit, fool. It was
shit.
funny, yeah. It was last minute. I remember his producer, JC, he's like, hey, ¿quieres ser parte del show? I'm like, all right, what I got to do? He's like, so he opened the door because nobody could see. He's like, you see this guy? He's like, yeah. He's like, so
Fuck him up.
no, talk shit to him. Talk shit to him. So he's gonna. So he was a stripper. He was a boyfriend. And he was cheating on
shit.
the girl, whatever. He's like, so cuando te demos la señal, just talk shit, right? And I was like, all right, cool. So I was right there, fool. And then yeah, that fool did his thing, and then they came out, and then they were there, and then Jose Luis gave me a look, and then that guy gave me a look. And then Jose Luis gave me a look again, but it was too obvious. Like he's talking to the crowd, and then he's looking at me, and then I was like, "Oh, that's my sign.
That's your cue.
That's my
That's
cue,
your cue, bro.
I know how he knows that the cue." And then I just go like, "Man, fuck that." And then as soon as I do that, Jose Luis goes, "¿Qué? A ver, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?" He's an instigator.
Yeah,
He's
Que los
straight-
Hoovers que.
Hey, homie. No, he's like, "Hey, ¿qué pasó?" He's like, "No mames." I told, because they were arguing, like, you know, him and the girl. It's like, and I told the girl, "No mames, estás con este güey." This one in Spanish, este güey se parece al Ash de Pokemon. Bro, the crowd started laughing. This is all like improvising.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't have no lines, and he's like, "¿Tú qué, pinche gordillo?" Like telling me, talking shit, and I was like, "No mames, güey." So he had ripped pants, and I told the girl, "No mames, estás con este güey, pinches pantalones todos rotos, está bien morro." Da, da, da. And I remember when I was in the crowd, fool, that shit was funny. Like I was standing up, and then I just hear some fool saying, "That's right, Lupillo," or "Págale." He was like,
I see it now.
he's like, "Págale la renta" or some shit.
Págale la renta.
That shit was funny,
That's
dog.
hilarious,
Like,
dog.
but yeah, fool, shout out Jose Luis, man. We became really close, and I feel like he's like an uncle in a way, dog. Like he's that old school, like epic, like my idols were, I don't know if you guys remember Luis Alva, Juan Camaney.
Oh, Juan Camaney.
Yeah, so I
And
met
Guate
him.
Mercado,
I seen
or-
him recently. Oh, that's the fool that reads the fucking cards.
Fool, R.I.P. dog. You passed away.
R.I.P. Oh shit, he passed away.
Yeah,
Damn.
that fool used to give me weird vibes.
That fool used to give me weird vibes.
That's why he was on TV.
He was over there like,
He was the first tranny or what?
Hey,
yo,
clip that.
Clip that fool. So him and
was
but
breaking
really,
barriers.
it was Reese Alba, and it was also rest in peace Alfonso Sayas. That fool was a maniac. Fool, that fool's ándale, déjate mija. Like, you know, he was a maniac.
You are a
Juan Camaney
paisa.
was hilarious, bro.
But
Juan
Luis,
Camaney.
Luis Alba was like that chubby, you know. And I met him, and I just seen him recently with Jose at to Tempo. He just opened up a new restaurant in Brea, dude's old, bro. He's like, no offense, but like, yeah, you know, but he's lived a long time, bro. But yeah, Alfonso Zaya passed away. Him and Luis Alba, bro.
Cola de Caballo, fool, was that fool's
Oh,
name?
yeah,
That
that
fool's
fool
fucking
Caballete
hilarious, too.
Okay, so back to, you guys forgot I lost my virginity in the P-line, right?
Not forget that.
The
Her
P-line,
name was
homie.
Shelly.
Nah,
She was from North
remember,
Hollywood.
She did school. I remember she did school, dog. Hey, look, here's the thing, fool. We're all man, dog. We know I wanted to just lose my virginity, dog. Get it over with.
And get it over with.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that shit, like, fool, it's crazy because, like, I didn't know about the P-line and the homies put me up on game, dog. 213, 286, 225.
Damn.
Yeah.
It changed his life.
Fool.
He felt American that day.
Think about it. We don't know. Look. I'll never forget that.
I'll never forget that smell.
Before my
Like corn chips.
Before
In the
Facebook,
backseat.
before MySpace. Look, here's the thing.
Damn.
That was the real deal.
Yeah.
You
It was tech for you, was
You're
it?
one-on-one, homie, conversating, dog.
Yeah.
It ain't no text. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Right here is like, what's up? So I guess that shit, I don't know, dog. Like, maybe it fucking made me good at talking to people, whatever. So anyways, the homie put me up on game was like, because the thing about the P-lines, a lot of fools get set up too.
Yeah,
Of
no,
course.
for sure.
Right?
bro.
A lot of people don't talk about that, but the homies were like,
The dark side of the fucking P-line.
Because look, you had to check
We
the
could do a whole
rooms.
series
You
on
had
it.
the rooms 1 through 9.
1 through 9. The nigga was the room monitor and shit.
Hey, fool, I was 12, 13 years old on that motherfucker. No, hey, the girls.
You were a freaky ass fool. 69 God.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, fool?
He's a
Like,
Drake fan, homie.
so look, fool, I remember the homies put me up on game and they were like, you know, like, just be careful. Because
Web
you know,
protection, he said.
No, but there was rules, like, don't.
There was rules.
Don't fucking.
That's
They tell you,
crazy,
the
fool.
guy now's gonna tell you, meet me here. Like, no, hold on. Bitch is gonna probably be with some dudes and jack your ass,
Yeah.
right? Just, you know. But
cautious,
I was
yeah.
going.
You like meet me at the Gallo Hito on Florence and Pacific.
Shout out, rest in peace. That was another crew that I grew up with, dog. If you fools remember BOS,
Oh shit.
that was a big tag bang
I
crew in
remember.
South Central.
I remember for us it was fuck BOS, but shout to BOS. that's what
Fool.
No, but I'm
Who
saying
said fuck what?
Well, it's like growing up, that was the thing that everybody would be like, fuck BOS.
Because I was a big tag
yeah,
banging crew.
It was.
So look, BOS, dog, they were
Shout to
big.
them though, legendary.
They didn't become a hood because it was either they were going to be 18th Street, BOS click. If not, if they became a 13, then they go at it with 18.
Yeah.
And they had family from there. So it was like, fuck that.
I'm
It
gonna
just-
mute all that. Yeah.
You know, no, but I'm just saying, like, there's real shit, dog. In the
Yeah, for
streets.
sure, yeah.
It just became, anyway, shout out to the homies and my homie Pinky. You know, he told me about all the rules, like, you know, when you go on the P-line, but he used to
Shout out
clown.
to Pinky,
he used
dog.
to clown on them fools, dog. Like,
Yeah.
and he was like, hello, like he's like bullshit with that. And they used to think like this. He's like, you stupid motherfucker. Anyways, but I would go a lot on the one-on-one, right? Say hello one-on-one, you know. And yeah,
Is anybody in here?
What was her name, fool?
Huh?
What was her name?
There's a lot of them.
The one
There's
you
a
lost your
lot of
virginity-
them.
No,
your
I
virginity.
only lost my virginity. That was it.
Her name was Strawberry. You can find her on 74th and,
Nah,
and
so
Figueroa.
look, so I remember I used to get turned down a lot because of my voice. I was 13 years old, 14 years old. Like, oh, who are you? Some of them was like around my age.
Yeah.
It would be cool, but you know, I get the picture. I'm like, I'm good. So that was another thing. You got to get a picture before you get catfish. That was a real catfish.
fool.
That was a catfish back in the day, fool. I forgot to tell the homie, damn, that fool got catfish, dog. I forgot to tell him the rule, like, hey, fool, get a picture. And it was crazy because I remember when I told that fool about the P-line, he met up with a girl. Oh, my God, dog. And he fucking took off and drove off.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but
That
anyway,
catfish
so that was
was
the rule,
different.
right? Because we don't know who we're talking to. But yeah, fool, fucking, I met this chick and we caught on one-on-one. I got the number because you don't have their number.
From what city?
She was, I think.
She was from Boyle Heights.
Either, I remember she caught the bus to my house. So she got
Of course. The 81?
No, she caught the Manchester bus.
Oh, shit. Bad
So she
sign, fool.
was either Southgate or Norwalk.
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
Yeah,
Southgate
yeah,
do
yeah.
got all the hoes. Shout out to Southgate.
Yeah, so yeah, and it was crazy because that day was Mexico was playing full of big game. I think it
Damn,
was
that
full-
fool knows all the details. Who was it playing against?
Nobody was home. My mom's at work.
You had the
know what I'm
Mexico
saying?
game in the
I
background?
did school that day. Yeah,
Damn,
fool. I was
dog.
like, I'm gonna lose my virginity.
With Chicharito playing in the back. Culero.
Hey, look, homie. The thing about me, dog, I speak it, I say it, I don't
Yeah.
care, dog, because a lot of guys, you know, there's a lot of pride and ego, and homies don't want to say it, dog.
Well,
We're all
this is
man,
growing
we're
up, for
immature,
sure,
dog,
fool.
we're clowns. I lost my virginity in the P line. That's the most gangster shit ever.
Nah,
dog.
if it was, that was a thing for sure back then.
Well,
You
like,
gotta bring
dog,
it back, fool. We
yeah,
should bring
like you
that shit
had
back.
to talk to a female
Bring it
one-on-one.
back. Cupid
back the
Rezo.
That's who I am. That's why I'm pushing.
That's who I am.
That
I
was
have a
another
number
reason I
already.
started
Put the
doing
number.
Cupid. I
Put the
started
number.
doing
The Google number.
So that goes back to Cupid Rezo. You know, Cupid Rezo. I was pushing it a lot, and I took a break because you know it's entertainment. I'm not trying like if it goes mainstream, make money, cool. But I'm already working, hustling. I was doing that out of like, damn, dog. Like I would go to Avenue a lot, and I used to see a lot of.
Shout out
fools,
to
like,
Avenue 26.
Yeah, shout out to the homie Louis.
I gotta call you
Arnold
back for
Avenue.
my bad. I missed your call.
But yeah, dog. Like I used to see homies just standing there, and then the girls are there, and I'm like, the fuck you come here for? Waste your time, homie. Like, but I was like, I get it. Fools are shy. I get it. We're all insecure, whatever. And I was like, man, let me break the ice. Let me be that guy to break the ice. Let me be that app. You know, like that connect friends, whatever. And then yeah, fool, I just started doing it. And I know there's a lot of other fools that do it too, fool, and like all this other shit. But
Call them out, fool.
Nah, I don't.
catch a
like
clip.
my whole thing. The reason why I kept it going, I remember I got a few DMs for like fools like, "Hey, fool, I appreciate you," and they started hitting me because you know, love is big. I mean, I don't give a
Love
fuck.
is big.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The most gangsters fools.
Love
the most
wins, fool.
crazy. Yes, fools get
Love
soft
wins.
as fuck.
That's a great party line. man.
And love is,
It
homie,
is big.
love is amazing. What do you mean?
Love is big.
a big.
That
love
would be a
is
different type of.
fool. Love is like you find somebody that's your best friend. Hey, dog, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, no, for sure.
That's the
fool.
best. That's your best friend. Dog.
Yeah, it is.
And I started thinking, hold on, now it goes back to the community. I'm doing God's work. I'm
doing God's work.
I'm connecting people.
Priest Rezo over here.
Nah, but I'm like, I'm doing something that like when the fool's like two or three fools DM me, I was like, oh shit, like
Yo, I got somebody for you. Hit somebody everywhere.
let's do it.
Yeah?
Well, like who? Like,
No, that's what I said.
That's how you felt.
That's how you felt.
oh yeah,
You
yeah,
connected
yeah.
him with somebody? Or?
Yeah, no. So I connected him. He DM'd me and was like, "Hey, bro, thank you, bro." Like, and then I started thinking deeper. Like, damn, what are these fools get married? What are these fools have a kid because of me?
You're Cupid, bro.
Right?
You're
And then I was
Cupid.
like, oh shit, like this is like, yeah, it's
Name him
funny and
Little
whatever. But I
Rezo.
was like, nah, there's a lot of there's a lot of times before Cupid Rezo, I was doing it at bars. I was connecting people without record me, hey dog, record me ready. Nah, I was just doing like, hey, such and such, and like, hey, you know what? Because I like doing that shit.
I
Like
seen
putting people on the spot, like being like, and then the homie's like, nah, chill. I'm like, fool, shut up. Like, hold on. And I break the ice, like, look, and then like, and I was like, yeah, bro, just talk, just be yourself.
Yep.
Girls love when the guys just
Yeah.
themselves, homie. Right?
sure.
And that's just it. And yeah, fool. So for Cupid Rezo, shout out Cupid Rezo, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, fool. We had a viral clip that went viral just the last couple of days, and it was regarding the whole Mexican and Mexican American term. With the homie from the Outlet podcast, he said that his parents were born in Mexico, but he doesn't consider himself Mexican.
He doesn't consider himself.
Yeah, he used to.
He's Mexican.
He used to,
Right.
but now he doesn't because he feels like Mexico. Well, it's his nationality, is what he
He
said.
feels like a split identity, right?
Yeah,
He's confused.
you're confused, fool.
No, not like that. No
Not
disrespect.
like that.
But
Not
I
the
feel like
trash way.
I think what happened is just like him growing up over here is just like me. Like it's where you're born and you adapt to that.
Yeah,
But no matter what, dog, your parents are Mexican. He doesn't have to feel like he's Mexican. Right? I'm nobody to say that, but I think he grew up and just felt like, fuck, I was raised in Mexico.
yeah.
So maybe he has all the rights to just say that, but you're still Mexican blood, right? Your parents are blood, but
Let me ask David. David, how do you feel, fool? Since you're Mexican American, how do you feel?
Well, to be honest, Mexican more than anything, you know, because
Yeah.
Spanish is my first language.
right.
You know, like I'm at
You're born
home,
over
I'm
here?
speaking Spanish, yeah. But, you know, with
Let us know for where
going
you.
to school and I mean, all that, I took Spanish bilingual classes. So
Yeah. You
for me,
yourself?
at heart, I feel Mexican.
Yeah.
Born and raised here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What about you, Marvin? How's your? Because you have a whole different identity over here. He's half Salvi, half Mexicans. Let's give it up for the homies.
Yeah, no,
half.
bro. I was born here, but my mom is Salvi and my dad's Mexican. But I've never been to Salvi. I grew up, you know, in Mexico, going
But you
there
could
every
go?
year. I what?
But you could go?
Yeah, he
I
was
could
born
go.
there.
I could
Why
go.
you never went?
Because my mom didn't grow up in El Salvador.
so
she grew up
Mexico.
in Guadalajara
really?
since the age of,
But you
of,
could
of
still
5.
go. You could be a tourist and go.
Fool,
I don't have any
they're
connection,
barely
though.
getting together. So give
Yeah,
give
like
them
I don't
some
have any
time.
connection there though. So like I don't.
He's looking for the right
identify-
resort.
I don't I don't identify
Connect them,
as.
fool. Connect them on the P line.
Connect him with the P-line.
Nah,
Give me a Salvi
let,
girl,
let me
bro.
let the homie talk. But yeah, I just because I can't go, I feel like I'll be.
That's what I be saying to people.
But I don't
But-
have
but
any
then again,
connections though.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
my mom didn't know her dad for like 20 years. She
get
kind of
you.
lost
Yeah, I can see
those
that.
Right.
that connection.
Right.
So when they finally met, you know, I was like, I don't know this guy. I don't know their family. Like, why would I go?
Right.
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I grew up going to Mexico every year, so it's like I'm Mexican American.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah, you get
know,
so
it's-
comfortable and used to it. Yeah, like I can't even.
We're gonna clip that too. I like that clip.
Yeah, I don't think like I could even speak about it because like what if I was born here, I'll probably be like. But I think because I'm not, I'm just like I wish
You
I
have
could.
more ganas.
I wish
and
I
you
could
see
go
people
But
that,
at heart, how do you feel?
yeah.
Like, how would you categorize yourself if you have to?
What?
Like, would you say you're Mexican American?
Well, I'm Mexican, homie.
Mexican.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah. I mean,
I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't say
Yeah.
American because I mean, okay, yes, I get what you're saying.
This is your home for, regardless of whether you think or not.
Okay, but okay, I see what you're saying. My name's Mario. How about that?
Yeah,
Everyone, I'm a human being.
you're a paisa.
I mean, yeah.
I was born in Mexico,
Well,
but
Mexican Americans, if you're born here, your parents are Mexican, right?
nah. Well, I was
I mean,
born
I don't
over
know.
there.
Oh, okay.
I was brought here when I was one.
You were born in Mexico? Fool?
Yeah, fool.
Serio?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
but I'm a U.S. citizen, but I still consider
Alright,
myself
relax,
Mexican
fool. You're still
American.
fucking
Mexican American?
Mexican American. I like both. Upholding both.
No, I can see
because I
that.
love the homeland. I love America. Way I love the United States.
Well, yeah, you know what, America. I was raised here, you know, and that's why I like shout out to like America. I don't fucking say fuck America,
Nah,
but I
Nah,
just
hell
say
no, I
fuck.
can't never do that.
That's why I just say fuck the people that are like fool you, fool, like fool
Yeah,
that
the
don't-
burning of the American
No,
flag
no,
is
but
whack
even
to
not
me,
that. I'm
fool.
saying like fools that are racist. I'm like fuck that. I get fuck them, but like nah, hell no. This is the land of the opportunities, but it is our
Yeah.
fucking land, homie.
It is.
This was
Plus, it gave a lot to a lot of our families, fool.
no, but this was ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like fuck, dog, it was so much. I don't even want to get into it, but there's so much history. Like half of U.S. was like, look at all the names, bro. Like they wiped us out.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. But we're right here. We're at Prime Studios.
Prime Studio. Now
Man,
we talk
I'm-
about Super Bowl fucking
Yeah.
weekend, fool. How was Super Bowl weekend for you?
Oh
guys?
man, I won $2,000.
Damn.
You know what's crazy? Look, I all the other years I bet it with the Chiefs and I made money all the 3 years. And I was like, nah, they're not gonna win this year.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm not.
Why though?
Just based off of that.
Based on
Can I
what?
be honest, fool?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot of luck in raffles.
Always be honest. I mean,
Yeah, well, you know that's like it's like a maña. Can I be honest? Like, and I tell the girl,
you are a liar,
Can
low
you-
key. And
Can you always be honest? The homie mentiroso. I ain't no liar.
There's like
No,
an
but,
intuition you had
how-
with
how?
sports?
So like, I win a lot of raffles. I have good luck for raffles, but betting too is kind of like you still gambling, right?
yeah.
And I was like, fool, like I just and it was a gut feeling. Like, nah, they're not gonna win. I was like, they're not gonna win. Fool. I was so confident, and I was this close to call. Shout out homie Lester. I was like, hey, fool, I put 6 cheese more. And I'm like, should I just go fuck it 10 cheese? That's uncomfortable.
Fuck, bro.
But then I was like,
Damn,
nah,
that's
2
crazy.
G's is cool. But I was this close to being like either 6 or 10 bands. Swear to God, I put it down. I was that confident. You know, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna win, fool. Like the way everything is, like there's 2, like nah. I had a gut feeling, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, fool, fucking
It was a boring ass game, huh?
yeah. The halftime though,
The halftime. fool. Let's talk about the halftime.
yeah. Hey man, shout out to TDE, man. They've been
Shout out to TD, fool.
They've been doing, man. I was at Nickerson Gardens with them. Shout out Traffic, and the homies from Back on Fake. They invited me. They took me out there. You know, I was out there on stage with them, man. It was beautiful.
I seen you with the
SZA, Kendrick, shout out Absol. Everybody, bro. Q, you know, all of them, bro. They were out there, and I was like, damn, bro, it's dope.
They're having
bro.
an amazing year, fool. Like
Yeah.
Cole, Kendrick, PG Lang, TD.
Yeah, we deserve it. We're
And
West
how
Coast,
was
dog.
your feelings about the halftime?
That shit was dope, man. I felt a little bummed because I did listen to the leak full.
Me
So
too.
I kind of knew what was coming.
Me too.
I was hoping
It
there'd be
fucked
something
up my
different,
experience.
but still, it didn't fuck it up. But
I mean,
feel
a
like-
little bit.
Yeah,
Because I already knew what was coming and
me
what was
too,
coming.
bro. But still, it was still super
And
enjoyable.
it bumped. I was too focused thinking about the league, fool.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like,
was like,
every
fuck.
part was
Yeah.
real. God damn.
Hey, did you-
Fuck you, academics.
Samuel Jackson was dope,
Hey,
though.
what's up with him, bro? They're on him, everybody. Like, what did he do?
Well,
did some
he
weird shit?
was
Just a Drake
he
stan.
was
Drake stan.
with the
When
weird
he
shit.
leaked it,
He gets
leaked it.
I just seen a video recently, like, yeah, I leaked it, and then I was like, wasn't it the fool everybody was on?
Yeah, but how was for me the halftime was
Hey,
dope.
I seen the subliminal message, the fucking what is it, the PlayStation,
The PlayStation,
Oh,
the game over.
Damn.
Nah, fool. Kendrick is very intricate. At that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave Free
And
too.
And then
intentional.
he when he dissed Drake, he put all the other songs that Drake bid and put it on in one. Huh? I was like,
Yeah,
he's dope, bro. Kendrick's dope.
that was a dope ass halftime for
but
sure.
you know what's crazy? They been had like weird, like a tension when that
Just
song,
way back
when he said high five to Q.
since the
I was like,
freestyle.
Freestyle.
I was like 14, 15.
BET
at that.
freestyle.
But that happened. There's a reason why all that happened. You know what I mean?
It's been a long time. Fool.
Yeah.
This was like the
Culmination.
the civil war of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I looked
But
at
hey,
it.
what he said is a sport. It is a sport, you know.
No, but shout out to Kendrick. I feel like it was
If
a
you
great
were Drake, what would
performance.
be your next move?
If I'm Drake and Drake's PR, I would lay low for a good, probably a whole year.
I think he shouldn't let it get to him. He should just
lay
stay
low
away,
for a whole year and come back with a rap album. And stop being the whole mob talk. Fool, you're suing, dog. You can never talk about that no more. Mob ties, cut that shit out. Go back to where people love you. You little dances, you know.
Yeah, like he's more R&B. Like
Give us that.
A lot of girls love him for that reason. Like,
course.
he's more like that, fucking, you know, like the R&B guy.
It's getting
Like
a
that
lot
song,
of mixed
I like
reviews.
that. I ain't gonna like that song. You used to call me on my cell phone.
P-line.
You look like the
Call
guy
me
you
on
would like the song.
P-line.
I'm a lover, homie.
I'm a lover.
Come on,
hey, but it got a lot of mixed reviews, fool. It did. It was
what?
like the performance.
Showtime? People didn't get it.
People didn't get it, and
Hey,
a lot
what
of
did
people
Jimmy
did.
say though? Shut the fuck up.
They hate it every year,
fools
fool.
are complaining about
They're
half the
complaining
show.
about
Pinche
every
llorones.
fucking. I was glad they did Peekaboo, which was a dope record.
was tight.
Yeah.
Shout out to AZ Chike.
You know, I really also like that album. Like, not to brag, I have a Grand National, dog. And when that fool did that shit with the Grand National, I was like, oh, that was
That's
dope.
fucking fire.
Yeah, I have a
It's
Grand.
a
I
great
got
ass.
this.
Shout out to fucking
Yeah.
GNX.
Oh, look, yeah.
barely
there
got
you
my
go.
vinyl
See,
today.
he got the GNX. That's a really more on top. I got the 87 Grand National.
Grand National.
Right, it's the
87.
original, but GNX is like the top. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, hell yeah. I was like, I have a Grand National when the album came out.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, for me it was dope.
Yeah, it was
I
dope.
fuck with it. It was a win for the culture way. So
Yeah, dog.
I'm like, man, everybody like, oh, Lil Wayne should have been there. Man, like, fuck Lil Wayne, dog.
Hey,
Would've been with it.
you know that's crazy because what's her name did the Crip Walk?
Serena
Williams.
So Trip Out. Oh shit. So today I got two projects, one in Woodland Hills and one in Hidden Hills. I'm doing a tennis court and Trip Out on this court. The sisters grew up in that house. Well, I don't know how long they lived there, but they practice in that tennis court. And now, fool, I'm remodeling the whole thing. I'm wiping out the old paint, putting new paint, post, making a basketball. And the owner, the guy that's he's a real estate, he's renting it. He's like, yo, this would be a cool project because the mom trained the daughters here. And I'm like,
shit.
and then remember I told you guys I did a court in New York with Lacoste and Venus Williams.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, Guap, shout out my homie Guap City Production. He does all
Shout out
my
to Guap
videos.
City.
You know, shout out Guap, CC them.
I was
love them.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Guap
so he
City.
does all my content, and I told him, bro, we gotta, you know, of course he's gonna record it, but I want to talk about this project because I'm like, yo, they practice here now. I'm working on this house where they used to play. You know, I was like, that's tight, dog. Today, we started today.
Shout out to Serena Williams for a fucking legend.
That was my favorite part of
She don't get
of the
enough
show.
love out here, folks.
That was my favorite part of the show was her crib walking.
Is it?
dog.
I just found out there's a movie or
I
documentary.
I
with them.
saw a meme like a crib killed her sibling and now she's crib walking. I was like, it's a low blow,
I
dog.
see that shit.
Yeah, she was
Hey,
trending on
there's-
Twitter. Fool.
There's a movie or a documentary about her, no?
Movie with her dad,
Will Smith?
Will Smith. I love that movie, dog.
What's it called?
I don't even know,
I forgot what it's called.
but the one with Will Smith is pretty good.
He plays the
we'll look
dad.
it up.
But yeah, but shout out to LA, fool. That was a great fucking
Hey,
look.
what's up with man? Shout out to the homie Conejo. He's over there doing a movie with that fool.
Oh,
growing up
Jason
with that-
Statham coming
Bro.
soon, March 29, I believe.
Yeah.
Shout out to David A, who's right now shooting a movie with Brad Pitt.
Hey, so
Fire, dog.
my homie Fabian Alomar, shout out at Fabian.
He was here last week.
Yeah, he I was with him at Centro del Pueblo because you know I've been doing a lot of stuff there, and I remember he was on the phone with Conejo and Fabian. I don't think he could have made it. He was like, "Oh, I got RESOE. He does acting." He's like, all right. Tell him Conejo already knows me. He's like, "Yeah, give him my number." And then I seen him at the event at the right here in downtown where he did his thing, and then he looks at me. He's like, and then I look at him like, "What?"
Oh, that event
Right here.
that in the hotel.
Yeah, and then I was like, damn, because Fabian's like, hey, Conejo didn't call you? I'm like, no. I was like, he never called me. He's like, what? He thought I made him look bad. And he's like, no. And then I seen Conejo, he gave me a look, and everybody stopped because everybody wanted to take pictures.
Hey, he did mention you,
yeah. Look, everybody.
Fuck this fool. He flipped. I fucking.
So look, everybody like looking, like, you know, everybody wants to take a picture there. But Conejo was just looking at me, and they were like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, fool, why you didn't make it?
He told me that.
And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I was waiting for your call. He's like, fool, I text you, called him. Like, no, you didn't. He's
That
like,
fool
yeah, you
did,
did.
that fool did voodoo on you,
And
Wayne.
then fuck you. Damn.
Hell, they fuck Rezo.
And then he's like, I got receipts. And I was like, everybody's like, ooh. And I was like, nah, hell no.
She was about to chop
And
you
then
up
I was
right
like,
there,
let me
fool.
see. And then he's all like, and I was like, bummed out because he didn't call me. And he's like, look. And then he pulled it out. I'm like, fool, It's my number is the last two is it's 02. You put 03. He's like, oh fuck. But I respect him, and I was bummed out. He didn't call me, and I was like, oh shit, he did, but he just put a wrong. But his intent. Shout out to you, Conejo. Your intentions were like, let me hit red.
Fool always hooks some people
So
up.
like, you know, put the number 02 at the end, not 03, and hit me up for the next one, dog.
Hey, is that what you want to do, acting?
You know what? Here's the thing, dog. We skipped when you asked me about that. Being a brown man and in the acting world is hard, right? I think you just need a lot of time into it. I did theater acting. I never thought I would do theater acting. Fool, that shit's a monster. It's a beast, law. Like, you go out there, you gotta learn your lines. You can't be like, time out, I forgot. Time out, I fucked up. Like, nah. You gotta go. And I did 4 shows, dog. I did 4 shows.
How'd you get into it, bro?
Through my homie Vic. Shout out Vic, Victoria's Vita. He was doing extra. So Bernice Molina, she's from the streets of the set. She was just doing background, right? Putting the homies on and casting the homies and all these things. And then, you know.
And SWAT, right?
Yeah, I came out. And Alex Alfaro was like, hey, you know, it's cool doing background, but what about like letting these guys, giving them a role to talk? Let's teach them. And it reminded me of that movie, A Journal, Notebook. What was that shit? A Journal with the white teacher? With that teacher with all the homies in the hood.
Oh,
Freedom
that
Riders.
was
Freedom Riders. I love that movie.
That's a
That
good movie, bro.
that reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this is dope, bro. Like, you know, and I started doing theater acting. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't audition a lot because I was trying to do the craft, learn it, but I was traveling so much, fool, that I was like, damn, that's just to show you there's no excuses, dog. But I was traveling and doing the theater acting. And I was like, if I book something, then I can't travel. And then I'm not making money. With the theater, I'm just spicing my tools, learning, getting that, you know, that like intimate.
There's a lot of respect with people on theater.
Right? So I was like, and I'm not going to say I lost. I did lose money. I mean, I'm not losing money, but I could have made more money if I would have just kept traveling, not doing the theater. And I was like, you know what? It's cool, dog. You know, I'm doing theater and traveling.
Sacrificing.
But it's crazy, fool, because there was a lot of times when I was in the East Coast, and I had a flight, and I had to be back in auditions and all these. And that's just to show you, like, there was, like, no... So when fools would miss, it's like, fucking Rez was coming from the East Coast to rehearsal or to the play and never missed. So it's like, you know, so I right now, I haven't done, like, we did a show, but I haven't done no auditions. Right now, I'm just working, hustling.
You have an agent?
Eventually, no, I don't. And that's the next move. Right? But now I'm just like, man, I'm like he was saying, I'm active. And I was like, man, I need to slow down too. Like, I enjoy it too. Like, I'm too.
You got to live in the moment.
I'm ambitious, dog. And I was like, cool. Like, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, there's time, dog. That's the thing too. I want to tell all you youngsters. And that's the thing. Live in the moment, right? And as you're going, and that's the thing, that mentality that we have, keep going, make it. And then as you're making it,
live in the moment.
You forget about like the whole moment.
The things that matter.
And it's like fucking, that's life.
That's life.
The moment is the moment, right?
Present.
I mean, don't. I'm not telling you don't fucking make it and don't make money, but enjoy the moment. And I was like, fuck that. I'm enjoying my moment. Like, if I'm audition, you know, eventually when I can. Right now, I'm just like doing my thing, going at my pace, you know. But
acting coach?
Acting, Alex Alfaro. But acting is different, bro. And I was like, you know what? If I keep doing it, I want to do comedy or just do like, you know, like I'll get like I like drama too, like. But yeah, comedy is like. So yeah, we'll see. I'll get back into it, but it's a lot of work, fool. Like, if that's your full-time job, fool, doing acting, like. Damn. That shit's hard. You need a holiday, fool. Like,
no, and a lot of working actors have side jobs. Fool. A lot of them that I know have side jobs.
Yeah,
like they might be in Netflix, but they still have a side job.
Yeah, because you know you gotta really land a big gig, a big one, and you know it just. But see, when you land a big gig, it's like investing that shit up because time clicks. You don't know what. Like, look at fucking this fool. That shit got canceled. It's like, fuck. Like, that was a badass show, fool. Like,
that was a good show.
A lot of our cast from the streets of the set were part of that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and when I came in, it was already like, they already had got casted.
I said they canceled it because of you, huh?
Yeah, like,
there was a lot of love for that show.
They got intimidated. They were like, damn, Rez is going to take over. But it was cool. That show was cool. It brought home like vibes. That was all South Central.
It was.
You know, shout out to homie Chris. That fool's cool. Chris, like, that was his show and shit. So, but yeah, fool, acting is cool, dog. It's different. There's a lot of work, a lot of time, fool.
A lot of commitment.
You know, a lot of shout out to all the homies from the Mayans, a lot of Fabian, a lot of guys, and you know. But it's crazy because like me, I'm in the whole mix. Like, I'm not a rapper, fool, and it's trip. You always see me like around a lot of rappers and actors, and I'm like, I do art. That's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, what if I did rap? Like, I'll probably be in. No, I'll be in the mix because it's about who you know.
Yeah, it's definitely about who
Right?
you know.
And I'm like, fool, I'm not even a rapper. And I'm like, with all these fools, like Yellow Hill, all these big rappers, and all these other fools, I'm like, I don't even rap. But
But you could.
it's about who you
Fuck
are,
it.
you know?
I seen you at the Blue Lips.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one, I went with T-Rail, and it's tight because I remember when I pulled up, before everybody pulled up, they were doing mic tests and all that. And I remember Q came up to me and said, what's up? He's like, man, I appreciate that mural. I'll never forget you, the homie. And it was just so cool. I didn't want to bother him for him to come and say what's up and give him my flowers and always being cool, humble. I was like, damn, that's what's up, you know? Like, I didn't want to go and bother him. And he was just like, yeah, man, you know, you're the homie. Appreciate you. Like, and it was just like the humbleness.
Yeah.
You know, he's a dad. Shout out, like him and his daughter have a great
He's a
relationship.
great dad for sure.
He's a great
Yeah,
dad.
they play
fool.
soccer, but yeah, man.
I feel like we watched that girl grow
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Right?
I feel like I did. Remember that fool when he used to post?
Right, David?
I told her that on backstage.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I know.
That fool used to post on
I'm like,
Snapchat.
Joy.
He used to post on Snapchat, Instagram
Snapchat,
So
stories.
I
yeah,
told her,
yeah.
like, I told her backstage, I was like, hey, I known you since you were a kid, baby.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I feel like I
Probably hears that a
you know
lot.
what I
Now
mean?
she's a big time like soccer
Yeah,
player, huh?
And it's crazy. I told Q, I didn't want to, like, there's a lot of people, and I was like, hey, I just started golfing. He's like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, because you know he does golf, and
He was like, invite
I
me.
have a year golfing, bro, but I don't play every week. And I told the homie, I was like, bro, I need to play this every week because growing up, I used to think golfing was boring. You know, shout out Rasa Golf. That's another organization that,
I like watching golf.
yeah, Rasa Golf. They're, you know, growing up, it was only whites and Asians. And Rasa Golf, Ruben, what he's doing, he's putting
And
a lot
Tiger
of
Woods.
brown on the dirt. And what's cool when we hang out with them, bro, like even though some of us suck, like nobody makes fun of you, or even if we do, but it's like
I hear it's
everybody
like
feels,
a big stress reliever out there.
yeah, dog, and it's cool because you're not rushing it. It's nature.
It's nature.
yeah, like you're really out there,
Yeah.
like you know, it's the trees, and you're taking your time, and you're not rushing it. It's an expensive sport, but it's therapeutic.
That's what I hear. That's
So
what I hear a lot.
it's cool. It's different, you know.
It's
But,
like enjoying the moment. That's one of the best ways to enjoy the moment because you
but
slow
it's
down.
strategy, fool. It's like hitting that fucking little ball into
Yeah, for sure.
the hole. You know. Well, let's
Yeah.
go golfing, fool.
I'm down.
You're getting fatter than
I'm
me.
down. I know. I've been eating good. I have been eating.
Nah,
How much you weigh? Like
245, homie.
245? Lying ass fool.
For real.
He's like, for real. Yeah, I want to bring up R.I.P. Irv Gotti, fool.
R.I.P. Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti,
Who's that?
Murder
No
Inc.
disrespect.
What?
Who's that?
Irv Gotti, Murder Inc.
Is it a tattoo artist?
Nah,
music.
music executive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see? You don't know rap. Nah. Boy,
I'm not lying.
that's a big,
Maybe if I see his face, I'll be like, oh yeah.
it was a big figure for like 90s hip hop. And I want to shout him out for all the contributions he did. You know, Ashanti, Ja Rule, the whole Murder Inc. shit. And it is a big loss to the community because I feel like he has, he has his fingertips all over through that whole 90s
Yeah, he
era.
paved some. He paved some for
So
sure.
shout out to Irv Gotti. I want to give him his props. And now you guys see 50 Cent though.
Yeah, 50 Cent not holding
50
nothing
Yeah, I
Cent.
grew
back,
up
bro.
watching 50 Cent. Was the
50
shit.
Cent did not hold back.
Savage.
Fool. He posted an Instagram post
Yeah.
with a funeral.
Mocking his death.
And then he's like, "Oh, I wanted you to watch my new show." Man, but you know what? I gotta respect it, fool, because allegedly
Allegedly.
they tried to kill him twice. You know what I mean? Allegedly. So hey, you gotta stand on business.
Hey, you know, right now that we're talking, and I'm like, damn, I feel so comfortable. You know, shout out to you, bro. Like, you know, you shot everybody out and you brought me here, and I was just thinking, like, there's a lot of podcasts I got invited and I haven't went, bro.
They wanted to set you up like with Wag 100.
Nah, ain't nobody setting me up.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that want to talk about dumb shit, and
Yeah, fool.
and it's like,
Because negative shit sells on
and,
podcasts.
and I don't care, but it's like I can't sit here and have a conversation with you, and it's like me, like I just look at you and be like, nah, like I'm lying to myself.
Mhm.
And I think, like, you know, like if people want to talk about what's a real flex, what's not, it's like turn down podcast. That's a flex. What's up? You know what I mean?
Which
'Cause
one
a
did you
lot-
turn down? Call him out.
Nope.
I did see you on Back on Fake, fool.
Yeah, of course.
That was a
Those
good
are
look.
homies.
That was a good look.
It's not
for
that I
sure.
turn them down, and sometimes I kind of dodge and just like do the turnaround because I just like for what, you know, I don't care about the cloud. It's like if I really do want to talk about cloud and all that, it's like I'd rather go with somewhere where I feel comfortable.
For sure.
It's gonna be authentic, you know, and you know it's crazy because when I was back on Fig and I did that mural with them, I collabed with T-Rail and them. Man, Traffic was like, Rezo, talk about what you do with the community, like you.
Yeah.
He's like, And bro,
You were a little shy hind in the back like this.
Well, I didn't want to slow because the
they gave you your flowers big time.
because that episode was about the.
You're like, no.
No, because that episode was about the mother foods that were in front of me, and I'm not gonna fucking interrupt.
I know, of course.
It's not my business. And then once they left,
I'm like, I see you, your fat ass.
Yeah, once they
Didn't
left,
I text you or some shit like I see your ass?
yeah, a lot of people text me. But once they left, fool, the homie was like, "Hey, RESOE," because they were like, "Hey, what's up with you?" And I was like, "What's up?" And then they wanted me to talk. They told me like once they leave, like, you know, and they bumped me in. But it's crazy because once I started talking about all these things like we've been talking, you could just see the room. No, you could just feel the room like they're listening. Because honestly, like all it is just all podcasts. A lot of people we're talking about this and that, and then once I start talking about this, they're like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't know that. Like, you know, and it's like, yeah, it's like there's a lot of good things that we could talk about, not just like this is.
Were you doing the mural live in the podcast?
Towards the end,
I think I remember.
I wanted to. I told him maybe we could put it once on because I'm not gonna do it in the beginning and fucking have all them fools high in there with the spray can, you know. So I started the mural when they weren't there, and then I told them we'll finish it once towards the end because you know fools just spray can.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was a dope mural.
Shout out to Back on Faith for giving you that look, fool.
Oh yeah, dog T-Rail. You know the one that plugged me up with. I was supposed to be a No Jumper. Before that whole shit happened between them, it was and I had told T-Rail because Big Deal is T-Rail's brother, and
shout out Big Deal.
Big Deal, that's my boy. Like he's really my boy, and I do a lot of shit in South Central with him, philanthropy. And he told T-Rail like, "Hey, we gotta get RESOE. He's a Picasso in the hood. He does a lot." And T-Rail was like, "When you're ready," I'm like, "Let me just do one more collab," and that's when I did a collab with Load Great, you know. And then when I was like, so I could talk about more about like you know what I've done, da da da. But that by that time, fool already had the whole fall off, and I was like, all right. I was like, fuck it. It wasn't meant for me to probably. Because what if I would have went up there and what if me and Adam like and how he is and I don't really like the vibe.
There was a lot of tension though.
He would ask me some questions.
There was a lot of tension too.
But I think with me and him, it wouldn't be none because what I do is different. He would probably gotten treated different. But then again, I maybe it wasn't just meant for me to be in there. You know what I mean? And
not every platform's for everybody,
right? But I feel like for me, it would have been different because I was. Like you never see no artists like do art going there. It's just rappers and gangsters. No. So for me, it would have been really, really good. Like I would have got a lot of work. You know, he would probably tell me do my shit, and I was like, all right, cool, but nah, not no more.
Not no more. Shit. Let's talk about Kanye West, fool.
Let me know if anybody's bothering you, fool.
Okay, well, will. You are a Hoover. You are a Hoover.
Shit, stop saying that.
Nigga, you said it.
What I say, I live on, grew up on Hoover. He said, look at it. He's like, you said it. Yeah, I grew up on Hoover, man.
What do you think about Kanye West who's spazzing out?
I don't know, man.
I know. They're trying to cancel him. They took him out Shopify. What's that?
They did recently.
What he say? White man's life matter?
Yeah, the swastika.
Honestly, I love Kanye. His music's so dope, but when he started doing these shits, I'm just like...
Do you separate both?
I don't think I can no more.
You know how I look at him?
I don't think I can no more.
No, I just look at him like he's like.
I think he's sick in the head.
Yes, and then I don't get mad at him, and then but that's an excuse. But then I just look at him like, like his
mental's wrong. So.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
I just ignore it.
That's the way he just wants to. He wants to stay relevant, maybe.
That's
somebody was saying that because of Kendrick. Remember he made that. He was like, only nobody go against Kendrick. Only a psychopath like me. Like he's still trying. Then do it.
Yeah.
Then fucking go at it with him, fool. Yeah. As a fan of your music, go at it with him. This is a sport.
I would like to see that.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
versus Kendrick.
Who? Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, fool. Kendrick will go off on him because look at all the weird shit he's done.
Yeah. Kendrick is just too.
Kendrick will be like, man, that's why they fucked LB.
That's too much. I think it's too much on Kanye.
Yeah.
It's way too much on Kanye for him to fuck with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll humble him.
Maybe it will humble him, fool. I think he needs an ass beat, fool. Yo, Kanye West, somebody around him, you need to beat his ass, fool. He needs a good ass beating, way. Like a really good, humbling ass beating. That's it.
Hey, that's how you know the conversations, because damn, we've been here 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Yeah, almost 2 hours.
It was almost 2 hours.
And I still haven't heard enough about Carbonero, fool. I want to know more about
Carbonero. Yeah, he passed away when I was over here. I forgot what age. I remember my uncles and like, hey, we have something to tell you. Well, my mom already had told me. Se te murió el burro, and I was like,
damn. Se te murió el burro. He was sad, fool.
Hey, I like that you bring that up because there's just a lot of stories. Look, fool, there was one
low key, it was sounding like a Shrek story, like you and Donkey.
Yeah.
The Mexican was
swamp. He's in donkey heaven.
I've never heard that before. Dog. Se te murió el burro.
Yeah.
Se te murió el burro.
First time I hear that phrase.
Bro.
Like,
it was sad. It was sad.
Like as a kid, they telling you, like your animal died, and I'm over here, like. And I got sad, fool, because I was like, damn. Like,
You left him stranded out there.
That was
fool.
like my road dog.
Yeah.
Like that's an animal that took me to A to B. So there was
That's
a time,
crazy.
fool. I remember I was on top of him right next to the house. I was
Paul! God damn. I didn't laugh first. They laughed first.
well, I was sitting.
On top of the burro, wild.
I
fool.
was sitting.
On top of the roof?
No, on his back, and there was no chair, there was no like silla, so it was just you know, and I remember he ducked down, fool, to like eat or some shit,
Yeah.
and like a slide,
You slid down?
bah, busted my shit, started crying. Like those are stories that like my mom, like everybody knows.
Yeah.
Another story I remember when we went to the lago, right? Me and my cousin, because when I would go far, my
Classic story from
my-
Mexico.
yeah,
Going to
like,
the
this
lago.
shit reminds me of fucking La Caída de Lerga type shit. Like, so I remember when I would go
No
far,
way.
my mom would be like, pero vas a ir con tu primo. Like, he's
Classic
like 2
clip.
years older, right? All right, cool. So we'll go on my donkey. He'll be in the front.
Now go on my donkey. It got a new fucking.
Because I had a donkey. A lot of them didn't have a donkey.
That's crazy.
Like,
bro.
I had my own fucking
You had your
donkey.
whip.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, Clement, my cousin, like,
Clement, dad.
What the
Shout
fuck?
out to Clement.
he'll be like, you know, he'll lead the, and I'll just, you know, hold on to him, whatever. And we went to the lago, fool. And I remember we went to the lago and went in the deep, fool, in the water. Fucking the donkey, fool, fucking froze.
Bucked it.
No, he froze.
He froze.
And I'm like telling my primo, like, hey, ¿qué va a pasar? You know, like, oh,
You don't want to
scared.
start?
Like, yeah, this was just chilling. He's like,
were
no,
like-
yeah, we can't get him nothing, bro. The donkeys, I mean, they're up to here. The fucking lago's
Yeah.
I'm like, ¿qué vamos a hacer, Clement? Like,
Clement.
You know, like,
Well, you are a paisa, dog.
and I'm like, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Like,
No noise,
you know,
nothing,
like,
the donkey?
like, los vamos a estar aquí toda la. I'm thinking like, damn, like we're gonna die here. Aquí lo vamos a morir, like, you know. And fuck, that motherfucker.
Yahweh.
Yeah. Cool. We were there stuck for a while. That I started getting worried. I'm like, hey, este güey no está moviendo, you know, like, ¿qué vamos a hacer? You know?
Having a seizure in the waterway. You were here.
And this fool, like, well, I don't know what happened. He moved and he went out. He went out of the lago. This is a story though. Once he went out the lago, there was a fucking garza dead in the fucking floor.
Shit.
But the donkey didn't see him.
It was
the
a voodoo.
carbonero didn't see the fucking garza, right? And Clement's like, oh yeah, my dad, mi papá la mató. I was with him. And I believed him because his dad had a gun and they always like shot at shit. He's like, yeah, mi papá la mató. But I felt like, no es cierto, you know, like, no es cierto. And he's like, yeah, mi papá la mató la garza. I was like, oh, sí, like, sí. And then he fucking tied the fucking garza to the donkey. But the donkey never saw the garza. So we're going in the rancho.
Made some new boots
We're
and
going
shit.
in the fucking neighborhood, fool, like, con el pinche, like, fool. That's why, like, all of my cousins and tios that see me out here
Yeah.
growing up, they look at me like, damn, you were that little kid in Mexico.
You were
like,
that- you were that
down.
Nacho
You
Libre
were that
way.
li- Yeah, you were, no, 4 years old, you were like that little down kid.
Well, I
that was
imagine
like-
like a Nacho Libre as for Mexico.
I wasn't fat, dude. I was skinny.
You got fat later.
You want me
in
to?
life.
It was later, fool. It
I'ma
wasn't
send you-
LA tacos.
Hey, I'm gonna send you the picture of how it looked, so
Yeah.
you can post it. With, like, it's
I'll
fun.
post it.
Yeah,
The
like how it
clip.
looked. I was like skinny, chorreado, a fucking mugroso kid, and yeah. So we're roaming through the fucking, you know,
garza.
rancho with the garza dragging it, and we stopped at my uncle's house, Mayito. That's what they call me. Marios, they call Mayos, you know, Mayito. ¿Qué chingados traes ahí? ¿Qué te leen? And it's like, no, pues aquí con Clement, tío, la garza la mató él, whatever. And then we're talking, fool, and then the fucking donkey looks.
He's a dead animal. On his
Damn.
And fool!
He's like, what the fuck?
That story, everybody, all the jardineros, all the fucking rap paisa. Hey, ¿te acuerdas cuando el pinche burro casi los mataba? Fool, that fool saw the garza, that fool took off.
Fucked it. Yeah, I'm
Booked
next.
it.
He's like, I'm
My
next.
grandma, I'm like this, like with my fucking with Clement, like you
were on him?
Con Clement.
Yeah. Fool, but I'm talking about this fool's the donkey has never ran. They're lazy, fool. They're chill. They're not fucking animals that are like running. This fool got scared and booked, and I'm like,
fucking sea biscuit.
fool, I'm 4 years old, scared, like fucking yeah. And I remember my other cousin Poncho, dark ass food.
Dark F full of fucking colorist.
Because he was the darkest. Nobody, like he looked black.
Yeah.
Super dark, like Oaxaca, like
Oaxaca,
like
let's go back
Pueblo,
to that.
like yeah, like him and he was the only family that was super like really dark, and that fool like stopped it. Him and my other cousin,
shit.
and yeah, it was like it was that story fool that everybody would talk about like in the rancho, like hey, ¿te acuerdas del burro carbonero? Because there's stories, you know.
Damn, dog.
It's amazing,
pinche
fool. Like
burro, güey.
all these stories. Think about it, fool. Like growing up in the rancho, we don't have social media, we don't have tablets. And all the shit that we would do, like
Imagination.
there was
kicks in,
another
fool.
story with Clement because I was always with him. the fucking gallinas and the pollos. I remember my auntie told me, no te vas a meter ahí porque le te van a picar las pinches gallinas. Oh, that was like, hey, vamos, you know? So, we go in the fucking...
Don't tell me you were fucking chickens out there.
So I was with him. He's like, no, Clement, te van a picar. Te van a picar. You know, tu mamá se va a enojar, you know, she's going to whoop your ass. And, vamos. I'm like, okay, pues, I go behind me, you know. She didn't tell me nothing. I'm just with him. They love me, you know, my auntie, and then we go, and then, that fool tries to grab the little chicks, fool. Pinche gallina.
Go at him?
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
busted. Oh, shit, fool started gushing, fool, blood. Started crying, and boom, she whooped his, he was bleeding and still whooped his ass. Fool was like, damn, all these stories, fool, that I'm just like, that's crazy. There was another one where I remember my dad when he was already over here. And
you were 4 years old and you remember all this shit? That's crazy.
We did a lot.
That's a good
From
memory.
living over there, all the stories, till fucking kinder, first grade, like everything, fool. Living in East LA when I first came here.
Yeah.
To fucking, like, yeah, it was crazy. So I remember there was one time where, like, my mom, it was late, and she was scared. She's like,
La Llorona.
no. There was a fucking sapo, fool. Those shits are scary.
It was
dog.
croaking?
Big, fool, fat, ugly, fucking, wow, that fucking, and the dots on the top. And she's like, oh, le voy a hablar a Pancho because she didn't know what to do. Fucking my cousin Pancho came with a big ass rock and a stick, killed that shit. Damn. Honestly, fool, those shits creep me out like the devil, like the fucking sapo, like just right there, like you know.
And like living conditions for you, how were they? Like a
well,
shack?
we had a house, but yeah, like when we was shit, fool, we fucking, you had to get like a fucking a hoja or a piedra. It was like fucking, yeah, we wasn't.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was like 97, 98. Like in the rancho, dog, it wasn't, fool. And that's why I come really from the bottom, fool, you know, to like, I could go eat wherever I want a steak or whatever. Not saying I'm rich, but like coming from that
Yeah.
to like
now you're living
being
the
like,
life, fool.
you know, like,
You are living the American dream.
you know, I'm not saying I'm like, you know, but it's like, damn, like tomorrow I could just be like, I'm gonna go here and do this, that. Like, fuck, I mean, like, not a lot of people could do that.
Nah, fool.
You know,
Nah,
so
for
it's
sure,
like, I
man.
really appreciate live, dog. And
Nah, fool. We definitely appreciate you putting up too.
thank you.
Yeah, but can anybody book you for any art pieces, any of that?
Yeah, fool.
Where can they find you in?
Yeah, it's RESOE, RESOE _27. It's some praying hands, you know. But yeah, dog, let me know if you guys want some artwork and
Shout out the P-Line number again.
Shout out the
I was
P-Line
like,
number.
213-286. Hey, I tried calling it, fool, like just to see if it worked, like just to be in my mind. It does, but it sends you to another one.
Yeah. It puts to another number and shit.
Nah, well, okay, that was another thing. The reason I remembered it was because think about it. That was like MySpace, I think, wasn't going around there, but that shit was more fun. And I had a 3-ways. I was the fool that had 3-ways. So my homie, shout out my homie Cheeto. I don't know if you fools also remember those yellow pages, those big yellow books. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I had 3-ways. So another thing we did, prank call all the fucking fools in the class, the girls. Fool, like, and I didn't know about that. Somebody put me up on game. I think my sister, somebody was like, if you look up the last name, everybody's number's on it. So I used to ask like my homegirls in the class, like, "Hey, what's your dad's parents?"
Sure,
name?
stalker.
No, what's your last name? And then I tell the homie, this is all like.
You are a maniac, fool.
No, but we used to prank call, homie. Like
Their
we used
parents?
to, like no, they sometimes would answer, está such and such. Oh, es que tiene un bill que tiene que, pero we'll try to like, you know, or su hija se está portando, and then the next day, like it was just, I can't think on top of my head all the things
and shit.
all the things we thought about because we had to think about.
It was
We can't just call
creative,
and be
though.
like,
Creative
they're
as
gonna be
fuck.
like, "This is my money."
Yeah.
So yeah, because we were full. We were like after school, like go home and had 3-ways. I call the homie like, "Hey, what's up? Let's call the homegirl. Let's call this." Like, that was the shit. And I remember for the next day, school like, "Hey, did somebody call you?" Like they called me too. They're like, "Yeah, they called me too."
Damn, tell me that I'm ditching and shit. Yeah.
That shit was tight.
What was it on the
dog.
sidekick or the razor?
Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
And chirping people. Just
Hey, what you
dial
fools
different
remember
numbers.
about like? Because when I was going to Manual, that wasn't times that there were the fucking EDC. Because Manual Arts was down the street from the Coliseum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was like
was.
09.
Cool. That
yeah.
shit, everybody in Manual was
I
a
remember
raver.
that.
I remember in lunch, every day in lunch,
Yeah,
we had a
fool.
DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, for real?
The fucking tachas, remember?
The
Tachas, that's
Fool,
like,
you
real
are a
good.
paisa, fool.
Nah, I remember that shit was an era, fool. Like, see, what happened, the reason, like, big reason why EDC moved to Vegas was because that girl passed away.
But she passed away.
And another thing, too, though, the homies, dog, like, they started bashing on the fences.
Well, people would sneak
I
in.
remember that.
No,
I
that was a
remember
big thing because a lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
And it became so chaotic that, fool, everybody just rushed in. Boom, look how many people
That
didn't
was
pay.
the thing. That was the thing.
And
to
it was
rush
like,
them
feels
in.
like chaotic. So they were like, fuck this, we're going to Vegas. But that was like, yeah,
see
Monster
everybody-
Massive.
you see
Monster
everybody walking
Massive,
through
bro.
fame.
TAO.
I be bringing up Monster Massive. People don't remember Monster Massive,
that
dog.
was 09, fool.
Yeah, that was the
09.
Halloween one. Monster
Yeah,
Massive.
Monster Massive was the Halloween, TAO, EDC,
Together as One.
Together as One. Yeah, all that shit, fool. And it was literally down the
I never
street.
got to go to one, fool. I always wanted to.
So my homies used to always like, because they weren't 21, so it was like, yeah, fools would sneak in. It was crazy.
They used to be taking tabs and shit, shrooms and shit.
Yeah, I was scared. I'm gonna be honest, I was always scared of shit
Me
like
too,
that,
bro.
bro.
You never done drugs?
Weed. When I started smoking weed when I was 11, fool.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was in John Muir behind the bushes.
Behind the bushes.
Yeah, with the pink cap and the foil, fool.
Yeah, the pink
fool,
cap.
that's why, like, but a lot of people started smoking
remember
weed
that.
now. Like, I'm like, dog, I used to smoke. I guess I started too young. When I hit college, I stopped because I was working, going to college. So when I would smoke, I'll get too high. I was like, damn, I got so used to being sober. I don't make so. I was like, nah. And I was like, honestly, made me think a lot. Or like I don't like that. So, but what I do is I go out a lot. I drink. You know, I learn how to drink.
Yeah.
I buzz. You
You're
know,
a
I don't get
social drinker.
stupid like drink, like trying to fight. I just drink and sip, and it's fun, dog. Going out, it's a lot of shit out there. You still got to be careful. But yeah,
You remember DJ Blend?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Remember, there was this guy we used to sell. We used to fucking pass out flyers. DJ RESOE.
Ah, damn.
That was like old school. Fool.
Flyers was a shit back
Yeah.
then,
The
too.
flyers for sure.
It was crazy. Fool. That was like Dead Mouse,
Dead
shit,
Mouse,
all that shit.
Cascade.
Like, yeah, I was like, that was pretty cool because we were taggers and we were listening to all that techno and all that crazy shit, dubstep, and it was another thing, drum and bass.
drum and bass.
It was like a lot of other shit. I was like, oh shit, came with it. But yeah, dog.
The South Central Times. Fool.
Yeah, fool. That
Man,
shit's
that's-
Mixture
South
of
Central
everything.
is-
It sounds
Mixture
like
of
a, it
everything.
sounds like
It's
a good childhood.
legendary,
Fool. It sounds like a
fool.
good
Like,
childhood.
you know what sucks though? Like I don't hang out in South Central as much, like with the homies I do, but like
Why would you
I
hang
only
out?
well yeah, I live well I used to, but I sleep there, right? And people are like, fool, hey, don't move out. I'm like, I'm not rushing. I could get out. I'm on way to get a house. If I was with somebody, it would be different, but I just sleep there, but I'm like, fool, I'm always out of another city, dog. Cause
But I was like, why would you be doing hanging out, fool? Who hangs out now?
well, no,
baby?
there's nothing. We don't have nothing. We don't have
What the
malls.
fuck you gonna be doing?
We don't have
dog?
no malls. We don't have no like nothing.
It was like hanging out on the porch is lame as hell at 30 years old. dog.
I was doing that a lot in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
My mom, fool, that shit was crazy. My mom was like, I used to put my mom through vas a ser chola. I'm like, no, I'm not. That's why I was like, no, I'm
no,
not.
mi hijo no
Hijo
es
no
solo.
cholo, but I was like, I'm not.
But look, he's a Hoover crib.
Nah, shut your ass up. Nah, I
Hey,
was just
court this homie in.
nah, like I knew, like I was like, I'm not gonna gangbang. When I seen the homies get put on, you know, and I just seen all the shit that came with it. And here's the thing: when I seen like funny shit, that's when I'm like,
Yeah, of course.
you know, I move away. But if maybe and I never seen funny shit, maybe I was really like, I don't know. But I just was too not saying. I was too smart to just see the bullshit. I was like, nah, they ain't no life in this. No
of course
disrespect
not.
to nobody, but I was
No,
like,
well, everybody
for
gotta
me,
grow
I'll get
up.
deported. For me, it's like, fuck that. I got to do better and help my parents. I thought about it like, nah, there's, you know, I gotta do better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, any last words, Swing? They just want
No,
to say?
shout out Rezo for stopping
Shout
by.
out to
bro.
Rezo from the
Yeah, good looking
motherfucking
out for
block.
stopping by.
The block,
The block.
South Central.
South Central's Picasso.
Yeah.
South Central's Picasso right here, for sure.
Yeah, the USC gave me this.
And then you
Nah,
want
just
to
forget about it.
promote? And then you want to promote for coming up?
Yeah, nah. But
Besides
yeah,
your Cupid shit?
well, we got a show this Sunday. It's already sold out with
Oh, I seen that.
with G Money. Shout out G Money. He's doing big things too. You know, with Bobby D.
Shout out to Bobby
And,
D.
yeah, we're doing a comedy, but they're doing the comedy. I'm doing the interviews outside. You know what I'm saying? Getting the people. You know,
You're good at that, fool.
connecting them and doing that and being that guy. And they're doing the comedy inside. But yeah, we got that show and yeah, just working, dog, painting, hanging out. You know, I don't know. There's always something mysterious. Like might get a call and be like, "Hey, you want to do this? All right, cool. Want to fly over here? Cool." Yeah, but right now on the East Coast it's cold, so right now I can't go. You know, but a
Yeah.
lot of the times that I was going summer because we can't paint a court right now. It's cold. It's freezing.
For sure.
But yeah, man, the East
Yeah.
Coast is dope, but to live there, no disrespect, LA's the best.
At least the
But
best.
East
Well, we
Coast
got
is
everything.
awesome.
We
But
got
the
it.
East Coast
They love us,
The
too,
culture
they
over
know.
there is fire.
I love it, but we got everything over here.
And what was your favorite part of the East Coast? What city?
New York.
New York?
Yeah.
What part?
Well, I mean, I was in.
Brooklyn is beautiful that way.
Yeah, but I think I got more close because of the people. Harlem.
Harlem?
Yeah, Brooklyn too, but I think because
It's
I
beautiful,
met more
Brooklyn,
people
yeah.
in Harlem.
Yeah. I think there's more culture right now in Harlem.
Yeah, Harlem. Shout out to my homie Belches, man. Belches is like, You know, it's my boy. He's big over
Shout
there.
out to New York. Shout out to the East Coast. Shout out to everybody out there in the fucking east side of things.
Yeah, you know what? One thing that I realized, and I was like, man, I wish we had it. Over here, you got Arizona, right? You got Texas. You got
I thought you were gonna say chopped cheese.
you got Vegas, right? You got all these states, desert.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, fool, it was like the East Coast. Because when I was in the East Coast, fool, I'll be in Philly and I got an Uber from Philly to another job in New York. And it was like, fool, you get from like city to city, so many cities, because it's all greenery.
Yeah.
Like once you leave Cali, fool, you go to the IE, desert.
Yeah.
Once you keep passing the IE, desert.
Oh, there's
like
green.
imagine we had all that greenery over here. Oh, we'd be popping in the West. It'll be amazing. Because you got Philly, you got Detroit, you got all these, it's all green.
Yeah.
Then over here is like desert.
It is desert.
Like Vegas is cool, but there's desert.
Vegas is all right.
New Mexico, Nevada, like everything else is desert. Fool. So imagine all that greenery. Fuck, if we had that, damn, that'd be sick. Like imagine the IE was all green. Like over here, like no desert. Like how many houses, events, I mean like buildings, things.
More fires, fuck
Yeah.
it. More fires, fuck it. But shout out to UA. Catch you guys next time. Where can you find you? Your Instagram?
RESOE_27, Reso27.
90011.
Hey, shout out David and South Central Clips behind the
Shout out
boards.
to my
Yeah, you
You guys
special
follow
lawyer.
David. Where can we follow you, David?
Oh, David Coat Media.
Shout out David.
You gotta,
Central Clip. Where can we find you, Marvin?
SCLA.clips.
Shoo, doing it up. With the
you're
drone
that
shot.
one fool. Oh.
Yeah, that's the one phone.
Nah, I like your drone shots, bro. You got a lot of shit about my house right there. The Hoovers. You know the first video I
You
seen
said
you.
tripping, homie?
No way.
Nah, the first video I seen him that I recognized was that car wash I go to in Hoover and Slauson.
Oh, Cosales, right?
Yeah, that's my homie. I did that. I
Oh,
did that
shit,
mural
dope.
with Martin Luther King and Cesar
Oh, you
Chavez.
did that one?
So pay
Yeah,
up, homie.
so-
Pay up.
We used that in
Pay out, homie.
What you mean pay us, nigga? You gotta pay me. Recording in my hood, homie.
That's what I'm saying.
But shout out
that in
to
the intro.
you know, it's cool because I've been flying a drone, fool, to be honest, since 2016, 15, fool.
And you're still not good at it. Now you are.
I
You
got
are.
beats, fool.
You give me a good shot over there.
Yeah, and I did it, and I did it manually. But I recently learned how to do that automatic. Now I do that a lot. But the manually, fool, I was in the Bay. I flew that shit in the fucking bridge, fool.
Fire.
Yeah, and then in New York, I didn't like all that shit.
While
illegal.
driving, or you were like,
No, I was in New York. I was in a Corvette, and the homie was driving, and I took it to the Times Square. Fool, you got the post, you got everything, and I'm like, I start like, fool, when I do shit like multitasking, my shit starts switching. I'm like trying to concentrate. I'm like, fuck, I don't hit shit, and I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. The drone.
what you think about Times Square, fool?
That's just active every day.
crazy, huh?
I did a few interviews. It's crazy.
Like, I feel like when I went there, like you're in the middle of the whole fucking world, huh?
Yeah,
It just feels
it's
like that.
fast. It's like,
It's like, damn, this is it
yeah.
right here.
When I first went to New York, it was the craziest shit. Fool. But there's out of the U.S., there's a lot of places I wish I could. One day.
Yeah, one day. But catch you guys next time. Find me at Prime God 87 and everybody else.
Shout
and
out South
catch
Central
you guys.
Clips,
South
David.
Central Clips.
Shout out the homie.
Shout out to the fucking Boyle
Look at
guys in
that,
this
Rezo.
bitch. And South Central's running this shit, motherfuckers.
South Central's talent.
Shoo!